Welcome back to Nerd Shit in the Dark, the shittiest podcast on the internet. We're your hosts, Chase the Chaz Skripek,
and Braden, the Brad Nielster.
And we are here tonight to give you a very serious episode. One like never before, because we're talking about a lot of serious subjects today.
Super serious.
Super serious. As serious as it gets. Braden, give them a little who's he what's it on what serious shit we're talking about tonight.
We are going to be talking about some serious nerd shit.
Mm-hmm.
Some serious new things that we've seen and played recently.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be pretty heavy. It's going to be some pretty heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm. If you're weak of heart, maybe, check out the show notes. Make sure that what we're discussing tonight is something that you want to listen to. It's going to be arranged.
Yeah, it's a genuine trigger warning because it's going to be some pretty heavy stuff. Some death.
Mm-hmm.
Some loss.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
Blood, gore. Definitely.
Violence.
At some point.
Sex, if you're into that.
Yeah. Brady and I are going to have sex.
Yeah.
On
Later.
the show. But in a nice, serious.
Very serious.
Totally straight way.
Very straight.
Well then, with that out of the way, shitters, it's good to be back.
Is
it? Yeah.
Yes, it is good to be
because
back.
What serious thing we'll be discussing tonight is Kung Fu
Panda. Oh, I'm sorry. Kung Fu movies.
Kung Fu movies.
Yes.
You are all here tonight to view the second Kung Fu movie marathon Nerd Shit in the Dark special.
We are watching Kung Fu Pandas 1 through 4.
And we're going to talk about all 4 of them.
All 4 of them.
No, that's not true.
No.
So if you want to leave now because you think it's a cartoon thing. For those of you who are new, you might not know, but Braden and I a few years back did a Kung Fu movie marathon. It's on the Spotify.
One of our best episodes.
It's a pretty good episode.
Yeah.
It's recorded not as good as some of our episodes, but the discussion is well worth listening back to. And we thought it's been a couple years, so we dive back in and do another Kung Fu movie special.
Yep. Very nostalgic. Very happy that we're doing a second part 2 Kung Fu special. I've been waiting for this since that fateful day in Lancaster.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for a long time, and Braden hit me up just yesterday and was like, "You want a podcast?" And I was like, "Let's." I had nothing, planned for today.
Yeah,
and I was like, "Let's
do it.
Let's do the Kung Fu movie marathon special." So we're gonna do a quick new nerd shit first, and then after that, we're going to be diving into. We have 3 picked out. We don't know if we'll do a 4th, but we at least have 3 Kung Fu themed movies.
Yep.
The last time we did this, we had a theme of like. Kind of jokey, a little more jokey. Then we got a little more serious. Right. Then we got graphic as fuck with movie.
Very graphically. Yeah, it was a good gradient.
It was
from funny to serious, which is
kind of what we're doing.
Yeah, kind of what we do with Nerd Shit in the Dark. That we're good. We fit the gradient of funny to serious because we are as serious as we are funny.
I mean, the first 3 minutes of this podcast episode was pretty fucking serious.
It was very serious, and I think that evens out with the rest of the podcast with all the jokes and stuff. We know we're jokes, but we're
real people. We're real guys.
We can bring the hard hitting stuff.
We think these hard things. We just we usually bring it to the show, but we're bringing it to the show tonight.
Yeah, and we're hard people.
We are hard.
I'm
hard right now.
Hard right now.
Right now. Full torque.
That's
one of our oldest.
Into it with how serious we're gonna be.
When we get to
yes.
But if you go back in the archives, you can listen to us. We talk about the last time we did, what was the first movie called? The Kung Fu Hustle?
Kung Fu Hustle.
Yep. We did Kung Fu Hustle, Kung Pao.
Great movie.
We did The Raid, the original Raid.
Great
and
movie.
We did Don't Fear the... What's it called again? The 4th one we watched? It's something like Don't Fear the Night or something.
Don't Fear the Night, yeah.
Something The Night Comes for Us or something
The Night
like
Comes.
that.
It was a kind of generic title, but a fucking
crazy Kung Fu movie.
Yeah.
So we're doing the same thing tonight. We got a few picked out. We're gonna keep you guys in the dark. If you see the thumbnail for this episode, you'd know what we're talking about. But for right now, we'll keep you in the dark.
But don't read the thumbnail because that goes against the purpose of being in the dark. You
gotta be in the dark.
Don't read the thumbnail. If you already read the thumbnail, don't watch this episode. Don't listen to this episode. We don't want you. Get out now.
Listen to them.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we'll do some... Braden and I haven't seen each other in a little while, so we're going to kind of discuss some of our new nerd shit, and then we'll dive into some of these movies, because we're doing something we haven't done in a while, where we fuck off, we watch a movie, we come back, we talk about it. We're going to do it for all these movies.
Have a dip in the pool?
What's that?
Have a dip in the pool?
Have a dip in the pool. It's a summer day. We might get in the pool. We can get some food.
Yep.
We're drinking. We're doing all the good stuff. So, Braden, I sort of have some new nerd shit, but I'm more curious about your new nerd shit. So hit me with a karate chop to the fucking face.
So how much new nerd shit are we gonna do?
I have one thing that I'm gonna talk about.
I'll do two.
Okay.
Just to one up you.
Fair enough.
Do you want a movie or a video game first? Because I got a movie and...
Do a video game, because I'm gonna do a video game.
So the video game that's been consuming my life recently, that I've been playing a lot, is Elite Dangerous. Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Elite Dangerous.
Elite Dangerous?
Elite Dangerous is
Sounds like two words that would describe me.
You know, from episodes past where I talked about the game American Trucking Simulator?
Yeah, I do.
So this is like spaceship truck simulator, basically.
Yeah, you're going to have to spell that one out for me, buddy.
So Elite Dangerous is a sandbox-style space sim game where it tries to do its best to mimic what, like, actual space travel would be like in a spaceship with, like, some, there's hyperdrives and stuff like that. But, like, in terms of, like, getting anywhere, it tries to do realistic physics where, like, you can go up to light speed, but it takes a while to get up to light speed, and like even to get to like other planets and stars in the same star system, it can sometimes take like 5 to 10 minutes of like IRL time to get there if you're just traveling. But it's like all
Starfield rules.
Yes, it's all physics based. It's like space sim, and there is combat. There is like space to space combat.
Okay, so you're not just driving like the truck.
There's a fuck ton of things you can do in the game. So, like, it's a sandbox, so you can do whatever you want. But basically, there's factions that control the galaxy. And you can choose to pledge yourself to one of those factions or not. You don't have to. You can be a pirate if you want. You can be a merchant and, like, sell things. You can be a bounty hunter.
Oh, okay.
And hunt things.
Yeah.
You can land on planets, and, like, there's, like, some alien life that you can like try and catalog.
Can you kill them
and explore? There is some alien ships that you can fight. I haven't met any like on the ground.
Like spaceship battles?
Oh yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Bunch of spaceship battles.
Love spaceship battles.
You can do like, obviously 1v1 spaceship battles, or you can go, there's systems that are at war. That's another thing. The map is huge. It is multiplayer, but you can play it singularly. But like the multiplayer elements will still be in your server, but just without the players.
Okay.
So like there are like player structures, because like you can get fleet carriers, you can make settlements and stuff onto planets. So like I'll see, like I do solo play, so like there aren't any other players on my server. But, like, I'll see other things that are definitely player-made, because it's, like, definitely, like, some dude on a computer made this name of this thing. Like they'll...
Yeah.
Like, you can just tell.
Yeah. It's like, eat my balls or something.
Right, yeah. Like something like that, some, like, funny joke or something that I know, like, they didn't program it to the game. But
no space for these
I haven't played
nuts.
with other players yet, because this game has been around for a long time.
What's it called again?
Elite Dangerous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
I haven't played with other players because I'm scared.
Sure, yeah, I don't like playing
it's
with
been
strangers.
around for a while, and like, there's gonna be a lot of people in the game that are a lot better at it than I am, and like every time you die, you have to like pay money, like in-game money, to rebuy your ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so that can get expensive.
I know, I hate when I mean, it's good that games do that. It makes you have to fight for it, but
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I play solo play, which is there's still a lot to do
Mm-hmm.
in solo play. Um, very steep learning curve. It took me a long time to like. I'm still learning aspects about the game, and
How long you been playing it?
I've been playing it for several weeks now.
Oh wow.
Pretty consistently, and like just even like the ship controls, like there's a lot of screens and
Okay.
like modules. Like most people online that I've been seeing have said that like it's the most like quote unquote realistic space sim of like what it would be like to run a spaceship, because
Okay.
it's a lot of like computerized.
That's a statement because there's a lot of games that like really.
Yeah.
Outer Wilds, Becky was just telling me about, and what's the one I've been playing? Not Outer Wilds, but the other like popular.
It's like Outer Wild physics, but scaled up to like real world
Yeah.
kind of
Okay.
ideas. Because like in Outer Wilds, you can like launch off of your planet and like be at the next planet in like
But not in this one.
seconds, but not in this one. Like it's this one, it genuinely conceptualizes like what it would be like to travel at the speed of light, because there's like you can use the hyperdrive, which makes you jump light years between systems, but then when you're in the system, you have to use super cruise, which makes you travel in light seconds. And like that's where like the travel time comes in, to where like, you know, something might be 200,000 light seconds away. So you need to like spend time to like build up to the speed of like 100 light seconds per hour. So like you're going like 100 times faster than the speed of light, and like the thing is still 10 minutes away, and it'll like tell you on screen like how far away it is.
So that's kind of how it's very similar to your American Trucker Simulator, because
Right.
you're driving.
It's a lot of driving. It's a lot of downtime. On the plus side, it is a game where like when you're traveling in between places, like you can just like let it go and
Okay.
like go do something else.
So you're playing as like a character that like walks around and stuff, and okay.
Yeah, like you can land on planets and get out of your ship, and it's
Gotcha.
like
Yeah.
like first person shooter then,
Gotcha.
basically.
Cool.
You can choose not to do any of that at all. Like you can never get out of your ship if you don't want to.
Could you do that in the American Trucker Simulator? Like, could you be
No,
like a guy
you're always,
walking
you're
around?
always
Okay.
in the truck in the
That's
American
kind of
Trucking
where I
Simulator.
could you
Yeah.
imagine though in that game if you could just like get out of the
Yeah.
truck and
But-
shoot people?
But yeah, in this one, there's like, yeah, you can be on the ground and like actually fight people and like shoot them with guns
Yeah.
and shit, or you can like have vehicles
Okay.
and stuff like on this like surface.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. There's a lot you can do. I feel like I'm still like I've been playing it for a while now, and I'm still just scratching the surface of what I can do. And it also like it is a time sink where like you have to spend a lot of time to like learn the controls and get good at it. I am getting better at ship to ship combat now. Like that fucked me up the first few times, but like now that I saved up money to like get a better ship, like
So like when you're in the ship, like when you're flying the ship and you're in the battles, is it like a third person view of the ship, or are you like right at the fucking?
you're in the cockpit.
You're in the cockpit.
So it's a
okay.
first person view in the ship. Like you are
Okay.
from
Some
the
games you can like back and forth switch. I know Starfield you could do either or, but like,
yeah, no, you can. I'm pretty sure you like as far as I'm aware,
just
you
trying to make
can't
it as realistic.
switch the third person view of the ship. Like you are forever in the cockpit. Like you can spend the entire game like that,
Okay.
just in your ship, or you can like get down. And there's a lot of things to do. I haven't done a lot with like the aliens stuff yet. Like I've just been trying to get better at like ship combat because so like I've been bounty hunting a lot and like hunting pirates.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
And it's fun. And the shit, like the different weapons you can get are like really fun. Like there's a learning curve to each one of them that where like I'll suck with them. Like I got the railgun on my ship, which like sounded cool, but like I could not hit anything with it at first because like you have to like aim it in a specific way. But once you figure it out, you can just like snipe ships basically, and it's like really fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
That does sound fun. This sounds like I'm thinking like if American Trucker Simulator had like the ability to go around and like fucking shoot people, I'd be
Right.
more into that. You throw a sci-fi twist and you get to do that kind of stuff in a sci-fi sense. I'm a little interested.
And that's the thing. It is hard though.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Full torque.
It's full torque, and it's a lot of screens and a lot of things to remember about things. But like,
Which makes sense. I think that's how it would be in real life if you actually did that.
yeah, but it is like a game that like once you like start to like really figure it out and stuff. It gets like very addicting.
Are you human? Are you like based around Earth?
You're a human.
Like, are you an Earthling?
So you're a commander.
Okay.
You're a commander that is licensed through the Pilots Federation, which is just like this over-encompassing organization that licenses all like independent pilots who like aren't associated with any great power. And there are
responsibility.
6 different areas where you can gain ranks and experiences. So like level up and stuff, and then like you get like more rewards and perks. So there's like explorer, you can be, and they're all like different jobs basically.
Yeah.
So like there's explorer, trader, combat, close quarters combat, which is like player to player combat, which like I don't do, so I don't have any experience points in that. Exobiologist, which is categorizing alien life. And then mercenary, which is like on the ground kills, like in like first person shooter kills.
Interesting. I like when they give you those little sub.
Yeah,
but like you kind of do all of it if you wanted to.
There's stealth missions too.
Of course there is.
Forgot to mention that.
You like yourself some stealth.
Yeah, you can infiltrate settlements and like steal shit or like shut down their power or like kill people.
I'm not the biggest stealth guy, but when a game does it well, I'm like, let's fucking go. Like The Last of Us.
Yeah, it's tough stealth, but I've gotten better.
How many hours would you say you've sunk into this game? And as a learning curve, like what are we talking, like Baldur's Gate level of learning curve, or like harder than that, easier than that?
I feel like I picked up Baldur's Gate faster than I picked up this game. But it was a game that like, it was hard and frustrating, but it was rewarding to like figure it out, because like I knew that like there, like you can tell that there's like a lot of shit you can do in the game, but a lot of it you can't do right away because you need to actually like figure out how to do it and learn how to do it. And like the game doesn't, like, it has like manuals and information that like you can read, but like it's not the same thing as like actually figuring out how to do it in game. So like I'll have to like look up a lot of stuff about the game.
Would it be closer to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 in that level? Kind of figuring it out. Okay.
Yeah. Like of the steep learning curve, where like you're supposed to suck in the beginning. You're supposed to like want to get better.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Depends on what I'm playing on. You're playing this PC.
Yeah.
Like games that need me to give them a lot of time like that, they kind of need to be like something I can either play on my Switch or my Steam Deck, because it's the only way I have the ability to give it that time.
I think you could probably get it on that. And it probably would be an easy. I think the way I do it is harder than how it's normally supposed to be, because I don't use a regular mouse. I use a mouse pad.
Oh God.
So like,
Jesus Christ, man.
That's another, like, I feel like I've learned more about just like how objects move through 3-dimensional space from having to like do combat, because it's all realistic physics. So like, I sucked at combat at first because I had no idea what I was doing, and like all these ships could like get around me and like get a beat on me, and like it was through like trial and error of like, and like watching like what the AI ships did to like out copy them and like figure out how to actually like move my ship in a way to like where you can like shoot this thing, because like you're fighting in space, so like you're shooting something from like 5 kilometers away.
That makes sense.
So it's like
it's got that realistic space, kind of like, remember when I was talking about Sun Eater, the book series I've been reading, and they kind of use that
that's what it reminded me of.
Okay.
Like you don't go into cryo sleep or anything. Like they do have like hyperspace.
It seems like you're moving fast enough
like,
that you don't have
you
to.
You can move fast, but like, that's another, like there's consequences to like your ship. Like you have to make sure your ship doesn't overheat. Like if you go near a sun, like your ship can overheat and like damage your internal systems. Or like, I just like recently got enough money to buy this thing called like the Super Cruise Overcharge module, to where like,
what a title.
Or like you go into Super Cruise, which is like going light seconds fast. Like not even light years, like light seconds. Which is still like super fucking fast. Like millions and millions of miles at a time. And the Super Cruise Overcharge module allows you to boost your ship like you would when you're not in Super Cruise, because when you're not in Super Cruise, you can go about like 200 kilometers an hour, and then like if you boost, you can go up to like some ships can go up to like 400 kilometers an hour.
I'm American. What's a kilometer? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's 1,000 meters.
Still lost. What's that in football fields?
I have no clue. No one
Okay.
knows.
Okay. Nobody knows. Fair enough. Okay. This sounds fun. Do you get like a light? You got cool guns like when you're on your person. Do you get like lightsabers and shit, something like that to fight things with, like a cool laser sword?
You get like
Unnecessary, but I'm just
you don't
curious.
get laser swords. There's like a melee attack with
Yeah.
like guns and stuff, but it's mostly like you can get kinetic guns or energy guns.
I like spaceship battling enough, so
Yeah,
that's pretty
spaceship
cool.
battling.
So
but
you'd
with
say the spaceship battling is like,
it's very realistic spaceship
but it's good.
battling. It feels like Star Wars.
When you're good at it, it's like
when you get good at it,
fuck.
and you have to, that's the thing, you have to get
like
good
I
at
have
it.
time for this game, but
Right.
that sounds fun. I am a big fan of a spaceship battling.
Now there are things that can make it easier because like you have to look. I figured this out with like the different guns. Like some will be turreted, which means that it's automatic. That like you just have to like have them in your sights and like it'll automatically shoot and like target them. And others are like you have to manually aim it yourself.
That's fun that it gives you the option of that though.
Yeah. So there's like missiles, rail guns, pulse lasers, beams. There's like this one plasma launcher that it's like a grenade launch basically.
And you say they're very similar to like Star Wars style of like spaceship battling is happening?
Like you can go into like each system, like star system has its own economy and like faction that controls it that like you can like get into good relations with. And like they'll have like different states. So like some will like
Nebraska.
Yeah, some will like be in an economic boom state. Some will be anarchy and some will be at war.
Texas.
Yeah, so like the war systems, you can like find conflict zones and like I've been in some of them and it's just like there's like laser beams everywhere.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh man. Dude, you're always playing these games that like I've never fucking heard of, or like American Trucker Simulator that just like happen to be really fucking. I see that trucker one on sale all the fucking time, and I
should get it.
I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
this
I don't
I'd
think
consider.
it's a game for you.
I don't think it is either. But like this sounds like something that's kind of in my ballpark of fun. If I could cryo sleep through the fucking learning curve and I could just be good at it, that's one thing. But
that's the whole thing. Is like it is a time sink.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to get good at it.
Yeah.
Because it is not super intuitive for some. Like it's pretty in depth with a lot of the starship controls. Like
I like games that do that, but it's like, do I have the time?
So every ship handles differently and has different attributes and stuff, but like the inside cockpit is the same in terms of like the screens that you have. So like there's 4 screens. One is your navigation that like has all the places that you can go to that you can like target, but you have to like go into it and like find the place that you want to go to and target it and say like, do I want the computer to assist me into getting there? Or do I want to do it manually?
Drive it yourself, yeah.
Like stuff like that. So like you can like automate a lot of it as well. Like you don't have to always be at the controls doing shit, which is nice.
Good graphics.
Oh yeah, good graphics. So like it's navigation, then contacts, which is just like any like other ships that are in the vicinity, and transactions, which is like your missions. That's the first screen. The second screen is like your comms. So that's like if you want to talk to players or like if you have any messages.
Right. But you and I aren't going to do that.
No. And then third screen, so like I don't use the second screen a lot. Third screen is like your it's like your ship modules. Well, in terms of like your planet, like if you want to like embark onto a planet, like you use the third screen to like get into a vehicle or like get out of your ship. And then it's also like if you want crew, like you can hire crew members. You could like manage them that. And then your fourth screen is like your
think about it. Do you have a crew?
You can. I have one crew member.
One crew member?
Yeah.
Holy fuck! I feel like when you're operating like a spaceship, you should have like a whole fucking Star Trek fleet of people, red shirts down.
So like most ships, like you can get ships that have multi-crew where like you can have multiple people, and that's more so for like other human players.
Sure.
That like you can be in the same ship together.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But you can also hire
Sea
AI
of Thieves type of shit.
Sea of Thieves type of shit.
Yeah.
But like I haven't like so like I think there's ways like the multi-crew options that like you can have one person flying the ship while another one's like doing guns or something like that. So like I haven't played it like that.
Right.
But I know that's an option.
Sounds fun.
But the AI crew members can man. I think they can only man fighter planes. So like you can get a module for some ships that support fighter bays,
Mm-hmm.
to where it's like a smaller ship that like crew members can get into that like they'll release and then they'll fly around and help you.
Sounds really fun.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the game, not Outer Wilds. What's the other fucking spaceship game that came out? Nobody liked it, but then they added to it and it's good now.
Starfield? Oh no, No Man's Sky.
No Man's Sky. I've been playing that on my Switch.
You've been playing No Man's Sky?
A little bit here and there.
How'd you like it?
I'm like it. Like I said, it's very in depth.
Yes.
And there is kind of a learning curve to that. There's a lot of element collecting and stuff.
Yeah,
it's at the beginning.
Yeah, sandboxy. Like,
it is
you can
sandboxy.
do whatever you want.
I do like it. I'm having fun with it. I haven't played it a whole lot. It was on sale when the Switch 2 came out, so I just got it. It's fun, but this kind of reminds me a little.
Sky,
yeah, people seem like once it got good, it's like really fucking good.
Yeah,
I don't think I've got to that point yet, but it was also like
my only issue with No Man's Sky is that like there is a lot to do and nothing to do at the same time. Or like there's things you can do all the time, but like the quality of the things that you're doing isn't necessarily always entertaining.
Sure.
Of like mining and shit.
Especially the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Like that's where like I've been playing the beginning. Like I'm probably like 4, 5, 6 hours. I play it very just like sporadically. 4, 5, 6 hours in this game. I feel like I'm still learning it. I feel like I'm still figuring out what I'm doing.
That game has a
lot of element shit.
I don't know if that learning curve took me longer than Elite Dangerous, but
I'm curious about this Elite Dangerous. So this sounds kind of fun.
Yeah,
sounds more. Because like I was talking to Becky about Outer Wilds, it sounded more for me than like, because I think the element collecting portion of No Man's Sky is just a bit too much for me.
Yeah,
like it's fun, but it's
you can collect things in Elite Dangerous, but you don't have.
I like having that. That's what I like about sandbox games. You kind of like there's so much you can do, but you don't have to.
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a thing like I'm sure there's some players that like completely dedicate themselves to just one path.
Yeah,
and do it because I know like I think it's been around since like 2014.
Oh wow, it's that old of a game?
Yeah, it's by British developers.
My phone's recording us. I was gonna look it up.
Yeah, it's by British developers. I know that. And
the fucking enemy.
There's like the goal in the game. I guess if there is a goal, but like I guess a prestigious thing that I just recently learned about the game. With the 6 areas, they're all like I said. You can get experience and like earn different ranks.
Mm-hmm.
The highest rank you can achieve is Elite. Obviously, it's Elite Dangerous.
Right on.
And they said, like, I guess a prestigious thing in the game is if you achieve Elite rank in 3 different categories.
Yeah.
And you're known as a triple Elite. And that's like a thing in the game.
That sounds dangerous.
But it takes a lot of work to get there. Like, I think it's 9 ranks and obviously it scales to the way like it gets longer and longer.
I'm gonna follow this up with you before I actually play it. I've got a couple games I'm working through, so I don't have time right now. But I am curious about this. I could teach you
some of the rope. I think you would learn it a lot quicker if you had someone just to tell you
play with.
Because the thing that took me so long to learn is that like I just kind of like went in raw and just like tried to figure things out on my own. And there's a lot of like basic functions of the game that like I didn't outright learn right away.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been useful to know early on.
And it's multiplayer. Like we could play together?
We could play together.
Maybe we'll make that happen then.
We could. I've been wanting to get back into playing video games. I haven't played with Dylan Orchid in a long time. Dylan Orchid, if you're listening, we should play together again.
You should play with
Brandon. I doubt he's listening, but
you should listen, Dylan. I mean, we're growing, so you should help us keep growing. But
yeah, Dylan.
Dylan. Ugh, no. I actually like Dylan, but I got to play the bit of hating Dylan because he's Braden's other friend.
Awesome. I always wonder if I should use his last name. If I should use anyone's last name.
Ask him. I mean, you've already said
it's too late. At this
point. Is way too late.
Yeah.
I could cut it from this episode, but like his name's already in other episodes.
Right.
Yeah.
What's anyone gonna want to do with Dylan Orchid though?
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody actually cares. No. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm interested. Maybe we should play. Like I said, I got Wednesdays that are pretty free to play with people. So maybe if you could teach me and make if you could make a game like this learning curve a little faster for me, because that's sometimes for me a learning curve. If it's too long, I won't stick with it.
Yeah, because I will say, like,
Baldur's Gate like just got me.
there is a learning curve in terms of like handling of the controls.
Sure.
But once you have that figured out, of like just basically like learning how to move a spaceship through 3-dimensional space. But like the rest of the learning curve is just information of just like not knowing what certain things do, or like what certain buttons do, or menus, or whatever. Like, and that's all things that I can just tell you, which
could be fun.
Expedite the process a lot
Put it
more.
on. Maybe shooters, if you're watching, you could watch us. Maybe I'll stream this if I get good enough. Jake and I have been doing Split Fiction on the YouTube channel, like streaming it.
Yeah.
And that's been a lot of fun.
Nice.
So I've been more willing to like stream stuff. So I probably wouldn't stream you teaching me, but like once we got good,
I would stream stuff.
I'd put it up.
I liked when we did the stream with Shannon.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was really fun.
Yeah, I've done some solo stuff here and there. I've been playing Resident Evil and this game called Smushy Come Home, which is about a little mushroom that's trying to get home.
Nice. I hope he does.
I think we are. I just got to a
good.
beaver.
I hope you get the little guy there.
We'll get him home. But this could be another thing to put on for that portion. Cool. I'm gonna check. As soon as I get my phone back, I'm gonna be Googling this game. So
yeah, you should.
Nice.
I'll have to. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have to fact check if it's been out since 2014, but I feel like that's
fucking wild. Yeah. I can't believe it's been out that long.
Yeah, so like it's an established game. Like there's an established player like online presence.
10, 11 years.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm checking it out. I will be checking it out. All right. Well, then let's move on. Now, the nerd shit in the dark. There's nothing darker than space, and Braden certainly took us to space. Now, that was some dark nerd shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna bring us back down to the real world, though. So I picked something, and like I said, my thing's gonna be quick. I haven't played a lot of it, but I've played enough of it that I think I can at least say what I like about it. I wanted to pick something for tonight that kind of fit the theme of our kung fu fighting type of things.
Right.
And you might hear us talk a little more with this as the podcast goes on, because I do intend to play this with Braden as our hanging out goes on. But I downloaded Street Fighter 6 for my Switch.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, like so I bought Street Fighter 6 for my PlayStation when it came out because I heard such good things about it, but I don't have time to sit at my PlayStation and play it, so I've never really got to play it. And it was on sale, it was on the Switch, and I was like, let's fucking download it. Like we got to do a fighting episode tomorrow. I'll sit and play this. So I
haven't played a good fighting. Like my main fighting game is Smash Bros.
Sure,
I haven't played a good Smash Bros game in a while. Where I'm probably rusty.
You're well, yeah.
I'm definitely rusty at Street Fighting because I haven't really ever played a Street Fighter game.
You probably yes. When's the last time you think you played Street Fighter?
I don't think I've ever played Street Fighter.
Wow.
I played Mortal Kombat.
It's closer to that than Smash for sure, but like, wow, I can't believe you never played a Street Fighter game.
Yep.
Street Fighter games are good. But it's been a while since I played it too. The last Street Fighter game I played was the one that came out on the 3DS when the 3DS launched, and I think it was Street Fighter 4 for 3DS. I played the other ones when I was a kid, but I'm not like super invested in the Street Fighter world. I've played them, I like them. I heard really glowing things about this one when it came out, and then I saw it was a release game for the Switch too, and I meant to get it on release, but I bought a bunch of other games, and then we talked about doing the karate episode, and I was like, now's the time. I'm going to download this game. I'm going to actually put some time into it. And with the little bit that I've played of Street Fighter 6, I think it's pretty fun. I think I think we're going to have a good time.
Are you good at it?
What?
Are you good at it?
I think I'm decent at it. Like I've played fighting games throughout my life, so I have that basic like Smash. A game like Smash plays very different than every other like Dead or Alive, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter.
It's different, yeah.
It's different. And the cool thing about this game is it gives you the option, and I can't speak for 5. I think I heard 5 was not good, and I don't really know if the other games give you this option, but you have like control settings, so you can either play with classic controls, which is like the more intricate way of playing Street Fighter, or you can play with like the modern controls where they kind of make it a little easier for you.
Yeah,
I choose the classic controls because that's how I know how to play, because I've played the other Street Fighter games. But it's nice that they give you that other option. Like if if you want to do a special, you just have to press like
I'm sure it'll be a whole
one button instead of doing a combo.
Street Fighter community of
sure,
do you play classic or modern?
it probably splits a crowd, and I think like I like the idea of just like being able to hit one button to do the thing. But I come from a generation of video games where like you had to do these crazy fucking GTA cheat codes to do a fighting move on a game. Like I hate modern Dragon Ball Z fighting games because it's usually just like you can do a Kamehameha if you just do like over and key blast, and it's like
it's simplified too much. It takes some of the part of the learning curve is fun to do.
Is like, learning the moves.
That's why I've kind of been drawing to like steep learning curve games recently. Yeah, because like I find them more rewarding when I figure them out.
And it is like if you got to do like punch, kick, whatever, key blast, that's Dragon Ball Z kind of stuff. Street Fighters is still like even the classic mode controls, they're not that fucking intricate. So like I stick to that, and that's been really fun. The graphics are really good. The gameplay is really fresh. It plays super well on the Switch too. So like when I first downloaded it, I just like, you go to your basic character selection, you just do the fighting mode and you do the 1v1 fights. They give you like your health bar. There's like I don't even know what to call it in Street Fighter. It's like a key mode, like whatever helps you do your specials. Really good. Yeah. Love it. And it's basic fighting game premise. We're gonna have some fun. Me and you are totally gonna play it. We'll talk a little more throughout the pod.
I'm excited. I've been rearing for a good fighting game in a while. Yeah, I feel like we should play some Smash Bros or something.
I also
I've been missing that.
You can't go wrong with Smash.
When I lived in Houston, we played.
You played the fuck out
Smash
of it.
Bros, like a lot.
It's funny. I just deleted Smash from my Switch 2 to clear some space.
Nice, yeah.
But I think my Switch 1 is also over there, and I can
it's so
you need space.
It's such a decision. Deleting games off of your Switch.
I play Smash Bros Ultimate on my Switch, my OLED, and my normal one, but I haven't really played it on my Switch 2. So I was like, why have the space if I can? I already have it on something else. I don't, and I'm not playing Smash. Like I'm not regularly playing Smash.
Right.
So. What I'm really liking, though, about this game, though, and I don't know if the other ones do that. I don't know if 5 did this. I don't know if... I didn't do it when I played the 4 3D. It certainly wasn't a thing in the older Street Fighter games that I played when I was a kid growing up. But there's a story mode where you create your own fighter, and you kind of... Like, the premise of the story is, like, you're learning from one of the Street Fighters at the beginning, and you can make your character, like, a student of that guy. So he has, like, his moves, and you're going through the story. I'm assuming I've only gotten so far where I've met one character, and then now I'm talking to Chun-Li, and I can use her moves. But I'm assuming you're going to go and learn through all the Street Fighter characters. Yeah. But it's like an open world. You're in a city. You walk around as a character, like as a guy, and you fight people on the streets. Like there's just
that's fun.
There's just people that are walking around. You can walk up to them, you can talk to them, or you can press Y and you just challenge them to a quick Street Fighter fight. And there's like thugs that you have to fight.
Do they all have like different fighting styles or?
Yes, and they have like different, like some of them, like there was this mime performing and it was like mime, and I walked up to the mime and it was like, you can fight the mime, and I was like, let's fight the fucking mime. And it's still early game. I'm sure it gets more intricate as I go on. Like I've only got to, people who've played Street Fighter 6, I've only got to Chun-Li, which is the second person you start learning from. But yeah, it's an open world. There's side missions to do where you can go and do other stuff. There's collectibles. Like it's just like a lot of I fell out of fighting games because like all you can do is just fight in them. Like you just go through like a 1v1. It goes to the next round. You go to the next round. And I thought with this, like, I thought it was going to be just that again, but with the Street Fighter characters, and I was like, I've heard good things. Like even a good just fighting game is fun to just play. Right. But you throw in like an open world in the city. You go to the streets and fight in the streets and like fight people on the streets, and it goes into fighting mode.
It's full circle.
You can I made my own character. Like it gives you a very intricate character design thing. You can't make a penis like you can on like Baldur's Gate and stuff. Yeah, no penis choices, but like everything else.
We're getting there.
And you can optimize clothes and the things you're wearing, and there's a skill tree that you have to like build your character up for.
So let's go. Has any Street Fighter game ever done that before, where like you're an original character?
I don't think so.
I was under.
I don't want to say yes or no.
I was under the impression that they've all been like you there's a roster of characters that you choose from.
The ones that I've played, yes, and the only one I haven't played is 5. So, and I've heard 5 sucked, and like 6 was like the one that like brought it back. I know in 4 you didn't, because I played quite a bit of that one on my 3DS. But this was the first one that I've played that you got to do that, and it's like. It's fun, because like a fighting game, like it's a good party game. You get your friends together, you play Street Fighter. If you know how to play, you know how to play.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good times you can have.
Great time. Like, that's why it's a fucking historic game. Street Fighter 2 is one of the most fucking popular fighting games of all time. Like, and that's all it is. But you throw in like, I make my own character. I walk around. I learn from the Street Fighters. Like I there's a skill tree to make my guys like attacks better and shit. Like. I'm having, for a game that I've only been playing for 2 days, really excited to play. Usually a fighting game for me lasts about a week, and then every time my friends come over, I'm going to play it. This one, I'm like, there's a story here, and there's like side missions, and there's shit to do, and that compels me to want to play it some more.
They just get these elevated the original. Because aren't most of the games just like fights?
It's
like,
just fights.
It's just
like there's probably tournament rounds.
It's like linear, but like they're like linear stories where like you go through fights.
Yeah,
that's what most fighting
games are, which is what they are. And
yeah.
When I was younger, I loved like that's all I needed. But as I got older, I kind of wanted a little more, especially if I'm paying full price for a game. I want a little more than that.
And even 2025, there's just so much more you can do with games.
And even when I bought it, I thought like that's all it still was going to be. I've heard it's been out for a couple of years now, and I've heard nothing but good things. And I was like, maybe it's just a really good fighting game, which it is. But it's like when you throw in this element of giving me like an open world story, when it's a Street Fighter where I'm fighting thugs and
on the street,
like you're not just fighting the Street
you
Fighter
are
characters.
The Street Fighter.
You are the Street Fighter. You're and everybody. Like there was a cop. You can go up and talk to him, and then if you press Y, it's like you can fight the cop. I fought the cop. I was like, fuck the police, and I fucking fought him. Like it's. I can't wait to get more into this game story wise. Fun wise, like you and I are probably gonna fight each other. Brad will come. We'll do like the 1v1 shit. It'll be fun. Yeah. And like I haven't done any of the online stuff. There's a whole online community for like the tournament stuff. You got to connect a Capcom account to it. I've been playing offline since I've got it. But yeah, it's rad and it's a pretty game. It's gorgeous. Like the graphics are even on the Switch. Like I played it a little. Like I said, a little on my PlayStation when I bought it. It looks just as good on my Switch too, and it's like it's Street Fighter, so it's not like an intricate fighting system. There's like light punch, heavy kick, light kick, do the moves, do the specials, shoot a fucking Hadouken, go home. You know, and every character, I mean, you said you've never really played Street Fighter?
No.
Every character kind of has their own fighting style that you kind of got to figure out, which is fun in the story mode because usually, like, you know, Ryu, he just has Ryu's moves. Chun-Li, she just has... In the game, you can pick what main character you're learning under is your fighting style, so you can kind of fuck around with that. And you can, like, choose... Like I said, with the skill tree, there's also, like, special... slots where you can like choose different characters' moves that you want your character to be able to do.
So you can like mix and match them?
Yes.
Cool.
And that's really fun. And I've like I said, I only played it between yesterday and today, but it's good to be back into like a fighting game like this.
Yeah.
Plus the option of letting you choose between if you want classic controls or new controls. If the Dragon Ball Z games did that, I would fucking play. Like Budokai, Dragon Ball Z Budokai is like my ideal how Dragon Ball Z games should work. And none of them work that way anymore. Like you used to have to do like a special combination of moves to turn Super Saiyan or do any move. Now it's just like
it should be easy.
If you hold R long enough, you'll turn Super Saiyan. But like in Street Fighter, it's like you could do that, but you could also set it to the controls where you can fucking have fun and like play it like the arcade classic that it is, dude. Oh yeah, I think the older Street Fighter games, the Super Nintendo ones, like I think there was like an option where you could walk around on the streets and like fight people, and I just feel like this is the modern day version of that, and it's been a good time. And like I said, I thought it fit really well with our Kung Fu special.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah,
we'll have to talk. We'll have to play some
and
see.
Yeah,
we'll talk a bit about how it went.
So as this episode goes on, you'll get to see more of Braden discussing this kind of stuff. But yeah, that's really all I have to say about Street Fighter 6 so far. I'm sure I'll talk more about it as I play more. It's a great game to have on the Switch, though, because, like, you can just pick it up, put it down, which is what I need for a fighting game.
Right.
Fighting game is not a game I'm going to be like, put the son to bed and sit in front of my computer for 3 or 4 hours. No. I need that shit on the go.
Just some quick,
Which is why
quick one and dones.
I played most of my Street Fighter life as a child on Super Nintendo, and then again on, I think it's 4 for the 3DS. Portable. I need fighting games to be portable if I'm going to play them. Yeah. So, that's what I got. That's my new nerd shit for this episode.
I can't wait to play it.
We'll play it. We're gonna play a lot of Switch too.
Good.
Play some Mario Kart. We're gonna get you playing the Switch 2 tonight.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What do you got? What's your show? You got a show?
Oh, my movie?
Your movie, that's
right.
Have
you seen a movie, Transformers 1?
The cartoon? Because the last time we hung out, you said Transformers 1, and I thought you meant the cartoon. And so I was talking about it with you, and you were talking about the Shia LaBeouf movie. And I was like, oh, I thought you meant the cartoon. So this time you mean the cartoon.
This time
I did. I saw it in theaters when it came out.
Nice. Have we talked about it on this?
I don't. If you just saw it, then I'm going to say no, we haven't.
I loved it.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really good.
It was a pretty good movie.
Yeah.
I was very happy with it. It was kind of like Superman for me, where like at the beginning I wasn't sure if I was liking it, and then it like got to a point where I was like, oh no, this is fucking awesome. This is a great Transformers movie.
It's so good. It sucks that like they're probably never gonna
didn't make a lot of money.
Sequel with it. Did not make a lot of money.
Yeah,
they will not be able to afford all of the voice actors to make a second one.
Yeah,
like having Chris Hemsworth as
I saw it in theaters, but I think I remember enough that like, oh my god, the voice actors.
Yeah,
the evolution of them throughout the movie as they became their characters. Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, well, like how
good.
Like, are you talking about how Chris Hemsworth
becomes Optimus Prime by the end of the movie?
His voice he does a
really good
Peter Cullen impression.
That's what took me out of it, was like Optimus Prime is just sounding like Thor, like at first. And then when he becomes Optimus Prime, I'm like, oh, actually, this is same with Megatron. Same with the guy that did Megatron. Holy fuck. By the end, I was like, oh yeah, this dude is Megatron. Yeah. Yeah.
You see their transformations as a character.
Yeah. Oh my god. As a character and as they like learned to transform. Yeah. When did you watch it? How recently?
It was like 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
It's been about a year for me. I saw it in theaters, but I remember enough about the story that I think I can really get into it. Love the premise of it where like they're on Cybertron and nobody can transform. Like only like special people know how to transform, like the gods.
It's like a class system.
Mm-hmm.
There's people who can transform, but there's an underclass of miners that mine energon.
Mm-hmm. And give it to what's his face? Fucking
Sentinel Prime.
Yeah,
because the energon has dried up. Like there used to be energon out the wazoo.
Yeah.
But all of the primes were killed by an alien race called, what were they called?
Yeah, what were they called? I can't remember either.
The
it's totally out of my mind.
I don't remember. It's not super important. They're not actually that important. We find out later on. Well, they are. But
if there was a sequel, they'd probably be more important.
I think, they're setting them up to be like, that was a problem we're going to address in the future.
Yeah, but right now we just got to deal with Sentinel Prime.
Yeah, right now we got to deal with the inner politics, which Transformers has always been about politics and interfactional fighting and sectarian violence.
But boy, when they get into that kind of stuff, it makes for a compelling movie. Yeah,
it's really good. I like seeing the origins of, like, oh, that's an Autobot. Like, oh, that's a Decepticon.
Oh my god, my favorite thing about that this movie did was like the argument has always been like, Decepticon, that's their name. You should know they should fucking be evil. But like they kind of give it this twist where in this movie, like Megatron becomes kind of Megatron is because he's been lied to his whole life.
Yeah.
He's been deceived. So he makes this group of people to like fight the deceivers.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
I love that a lot.
In his rage kind of just points it all towards the political system that has existed, which is like the primes. So he just hates the primes. And so
which the one that is alive at this point in time is a fucking asshole. He is the bad guy.
He's not even technically a prime.
No, he stole his
he's
primeness.
A fake prime.
Yeah, he's a fake prime, yeah.
Yeah, he was not chosen by Cybertron.
He like stole it from them. He killed all those other guys.
Yeah, and stole
by
it.
teaming up with the aliens that we don't remember the name of.
Now so they all have cogs. They have like a cog that fits into their chest that makes them transform. Has that always been a thing, or is
I
that
don't
made up
think
for
that's
this movie?
always been a thing. I think that's something they added
Is
to
that a
this,
new
but I
thing for this
like
movie?
it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
idea-
exactly new for this movie, but it is something newer.
The idea that like all Transformers are born being able to transform, or I guess made. Like I guess they're assembled in some way.
Yeah.
But
And they got it stolen from them.
yeah, Sentinel Prime would just take them.
Yeah.
So he could
I
have
like
workers.
that as like
Yeah.
a plot line. It really, like, for the movie that it is, that's a really good, like,
It is, yeah.
yeah.
It's good. Like that, they kind of then like those miners that lost their cogs kind of become the bedrock of
Yeah.
what will become the Autobots.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the Decepticons were like the old guard. They're like the old guards of the Primes.
Yeah.
They weren't Primes themselves, but they're like the best warriors that weren't Primes.
Yeah. And they got kind of like separated from the
Right.
society for, I guess, knowing too much or like they wanted to do more, but like, cause like Starscream's a part of that like group of people. I think, once again, I haven't seen it in like a year, but I'm pretty sure when they meet those like outsider people that become the Decepticons, it's like Starscream and stuff, right? Yeah.
Starscream's the leader.
Right. Yes. Yes.
Which also goes into the whole thing of like, historically Starscream is a deceptive character that wants to betray Megatron and become the leader. So like
still a bad guy. Like yeah.
That like starts the whole thing of like him wanting to, like he was the leader before Megatron came out and outrizzed them.
Yeah.
And
they set it up so well because like Megatron and Optimus are just boys at the beginning of this movie. Like they are best friends. You really don't see at the start like why I can't remember his name when he's not Megatron, but when he becomes
D16,
why he would become Megatron. But as the movie goes on, you really start to see like his belief system and why he thinks. You almost agree, like, I could see why he becomes Megatron. I totally could see why he becomes Megatron.
When I watched this one YouTuber, Pointless Hubs, he did a video on Transformers 1. He's good. You should check him out.
Cool.
But he makes a point of like, he loves Transformers, so like he praised this movie a lot. And he said like
it's good.
One of the criticisms was some people said that D16's turn to Megatron was too sudden. Or like it didn't make sense because he was like such a nice guy in the beginning. But he said like he was characterized in a way where he was fine with the status quo. Like he thought everything was going fine.
Yeah.
Like he's just like, just follow protocol. Like my life is
He's
good.
mad at fucking Thor the whole time.
Yeah, he's like my life is good. Like don't rock the boat. Like my friend is just kind of Orion is just causing all of these issues and stuff, but like my life is good. And then he gets taken against his will on this like path because of Orion, and then finds out that his life is a lie.
Yeah.
And like
can change the best of
that
us.
sudden shock to his system, like Thor and Scarlett Johansson,
Black Widow,
and Thor and Black Widow and
Toad,
Keegan Michael Key.
Bumblebee. Key Michael Key.
And Jordan Peele. Keegan Michael Key. Jordan Peele's not involved in this.
Toad. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot.
Yeah.
But they all like were somewhat aware that like things weren't great.
Certainly B. They find him like fucking stuck somewhere.
He's relegated to, like under the underclass.
Yeah.
Literally.
He's like the crazy like he's the guy that's like there's something wrong with the system and nobody believes it, like a conspiracy theorist, but then he's like he's right. He's actually right.
Did you like the switch up that Bumblebee is normally a character that never speaks, so they made him
talks a bunch.
Talk forever.
I did like that. I like that a lot. I thought his funny moments were very funny.
Yeah.
When I watched
Makes it more tragic knowing that he loses his voice and can't speak because he's normally a talkative guy.
If they do that in this,
I don't know if they're gonna do
that's something they added to fucking Michael Bay's.
Like, that's a Michael Bay thing, right?
Bumblebee usually can talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did like that. There's not a lot after I saw this movie. Like I said, first like 20-30 minutes. I needed a minute to kind of adjust to the kind of movie it was. And then as it got going, I was like, this is fucking
Well, it doesn't really
awesome.
get going. I mean,
it takes a minute.
It's like there's things happening, but like there's not any action, like genuine action, like Transformers action scenes until like
Near the end.
45 minutes into the movie or so.
Yeah.
Or pretty much like they don't get their cogs until like
Pretty far in.
halfway through the movie, and that's when like the
It's a movie
fights
that's
really
building
start.
their character up until that point.
And before that, it's mostly just like there's action scene, like the racing scene is technically an action scene,
Yes, I would agree.
but like it's not genuine like
It's not your
they're
usual
fighting.
Transformers.
Yeah, they're like
action.
Transformer fighting each
Yeah.
other. Yeah.
And then when it all starts happening, I mean, it starts happening. That scene where Optimus like falls off, or Orion packs before he turns into Optimus, and then when he comes, oh, dude, I love that moment when
Oh,
he
yeah.
comes up as Optimus.
They both say their
saves the-
names.
yeah, like
I
that's when
am
Thor
Megatron.
really gives it the Optimus voice, and you're just like, fuck, dude, this is. Because I remember seeing the trailers for this movie. I was like, I don't think this is gonna look like it was focusing a little too much on the Marvel humor, and I was just like, I don't know. And then I love when movies do this where I go, I don't know about it, and then I watch it and I'm
You
like,
would think-
actually, this is the best.
You would think in 2025 that like origin stories would be played out. But,
Yeah.
like this was a really good origin story that I was happy to see. And like you're right with like the hype of like this scene. Like you get chills when
Yeah.
like he comes up and it's like
You're
like,
seeing somebody
he
that
just
you've
lands.
always known as like the coolest dude become the coolest dude.
Well, and then the one guy, it was like the one Prime was like narrating it as he was like changing, and he's like he's becoming Optimus Rise, Optimus Prime.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
That's what's his name? He's a famous voice actor.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of stuff.
I know what you're saying. We'll have to look into that. I
Yeah.
can't remember either.
I'm mad at myself because I forget his name because I know his name.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, because he's the one that's like dead that they bring back to life.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not gonna sit here and float on that. Animation's really good. The look of it's really good. I think the look turned a lot of people off, but once you like roll with it, it really works.
Yeah.
Like the transformations are really fun to watch. The fight scenes are really fun to watch.
I liked when they transformed into their cars that they were like Cybertron versions of the cars, like because Optimus Prime is a red like semi truck.
Right, but they're not on Earth yet. This
They're
is a
not on Earth yet,
Cybertron
so
movie.
it's like a Cybertron.
The whole movie.
You can tell it's like that's what he's supposed to be, but it's like a futuristic Cybertron version of it. Same with like Bumblebee's Porsche.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They do all the classic designs too, which I appreciate. Not the Michael Bay ones. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah,
I saw it in theaters.
They have the face thing.
Yeah,
like
they have like faces, but they can put their fucking masks on.
Yeah.
They can cove it up. I'm glad because when you said you watched Transformers 1 the last time we hung out, and you just meant the first Shia LaBeouf one, I was like, oh yeah, I mean I like that one too, but this one's like really good.
So yeah, Transformers 1.
Yeah, it's good.
Very good.
Anybody out there who hasn't seen it or had any doubts about it, you should check it out.
Watch
It's not a long movie.
They're never gonna make a sequel to it.
No,
but
there's no Transformers 2 in the bank. It's what sucks. Sometimes you make a movie that's like reviewed and is actually really well, but people already stopped watching, so they didn't make money.
well, the guy that I watched Pointless Hub on YouTube. The point he made about this was really like why it flopped was like really good, even though it was good. It's just like who are the Transformers fans nowadays? It's mostly like 30 to 40-year-old men.
Yeah.
And a lot of them didn't see this movie because they thought
It was a kids' movie.
it was marketed towards a kids movie, but
sure
it's
was.
not really a kids movie. Like there is
There's some pretty dark
violence.
stuff, yeah.
Like Megatron rips the president in half.
Yeah.
Like
He kills that guy.
he kills that guy.
And you're kind of rooting for it.
yeah, people
as a
die
viewer.
violently, like heads chopped off and shit. Like so like it's too violent for like little kids
Mm-hmm.
to go see. It's obviously cartoons and robots, so like they can be more violent than they normally would because it's not technically humans.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still like they get their heads chopped off, ripped in half like that. So like it's not for the little kids, and then like 40-year-old men weren't gonna go see it in theaters themselves because it looked like an animated kids movie.
Mm-hmm.
So like they kind of didn't really have a target audience for it to go see it.
The marketing also wasn't good. I'll say that. Like, it's only because I like Transformers that I went to see it, and I heard good things from people who actually saw it. But if you're just a casual viewer and you just see this cartoon Transformers movie, it looked bad. It looked bad.
Well,
the trailers made it look bad.
They like for whatever reason front loaded Keegan Michael Key's Bumblebee is like the main attraction. Like he was in a lot of the trailers, which like he is like a fun part of the movie, but like he's not a big part of the movie. Like,
No.
and it made it seem like it was more of a sillier movie than it was. Like,
yeah, like it's fun. It has funny moments for sure.
Yeah,
but it's a really good.
It gets serious
story.
in parts. Yeah, like
yeah.
It gets sincere in a lot of parts.
Yeah, you feel things. I don't know if I teared up or anything. I don't remember if anything like that happened, but like, I left it and I was like, that was a good Transformers movie. Because you don't get a lot of those. In my lifetime, there's been 3 good Transformers movies, so that I think are good. That are like quality.
I don't know how much more we're gonna get. Like,
not
like that
good.
guy was saying. Like, I don't think they've been super successful with like making Transformers appealing to the younger generations. Like, I don't think there's a lot of Gen Alpha that are like huge Transformers fans.
Yeah, there's too much stuff.
There's too much stuff that they're competing with nowadays. So like, I don't think that there's a huge crop of like young people who are Transformers fans.
Which is sad because it's
I think most of the core Transformers fan base is like adult men now, which that's not super sustainable for a children's cartoon.
No.
To keep going. And like Michael Bay, like his movies reinvigorated the franchise, but like as soon as he left, his audience left with him. Like
they weren't stopped making as much money.
Yeah, they weren't there for the Transformers. They were there to see a Michael Bay film.
Maybe,
like,
yeah.
Even though like he like those movies are like, oh, it's like you know, the death of our culture because it's just dumb action movies. Like he had a huge audience that would go and see him just because it was a Michael Bay.
They made
film.
billions of dollars.
Like he makes
movies.
like he is a cash cow.
Bumblebee, I don't think made $1 billion. It made quite a bit actually still, but it's the best one.
It's the best
Bumblebee
one.
movie
Didn't
is the
make
best
as much
Transformers
as the rest of them
movie
because it wasn't Michael Bay.
Yeah, but it is quality wise the best Transformers movie.
It definitely.
My opinion, but like it's the best one. And then I'd say this one's a close second. And then I only would say that the first Michael Bay one, I think it's because I have a special place in my heart for it.
Right.
Other than that, every other Transformers movie is kind of poo-poo. Because I didn't like that one, The Rise of the Beast. That one fucking sucked.
Oh, it was awful. I fell asleep there.
People were telling me it was good, and then we went and saw it. Yeah, you fell asleep.
You saw me. You had to tell me what happened during some parts because I completely missed it because I was asleep.
What a letdown that movie was. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, if another Transformers movie come out, I'll always go and see it. But I want them to be good. I want them to be good like Transformers 1. I want them to be good like Bumblebee was. Man, when we saw Bumblebee, I was so like blown. Like we saw a lot of good movies that year, and Bumblebee is like my top one of that list because I was just like, it's the one I expected the least out of, and it turned out to be a fucking awesome.
It also goes to show you how much you can do when you scale back your premise, but make the action way more intimate and interesting. Because in terms of scope, it was pretty, like, the story was pretty small in Bumblebee. It was just like he came there, he got rescued by Haley Steinfeld, and then like
it was more about like the stuff going on with Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah, it was like
her family.
There's 2 Transformers hunting him.
Yeah,
and like that was it.
Yeah,
like but like yeah, it was like a personal narrative that like made it a lot like elevated of a narrative.
Same with this one. Same with 1 because it is more of a personal narrative with the relationship between Orion Pax and. What's Megatron's name again? D16. It's kind of like you're sad when they aren't friends in it because there's like even I remember when we were watching it, Miranda was like sad at the beginning because they were such good friends, but we know as viewers like they become mortal enemies by the end of this fucking movie.
Right. Yeah. Like when you focus on like I don't know, I think just we're a lot more, at least right now, more interested in like the personal narratives than like the grand scope. Because I remember seeing a meme about on the Andor subreddit about when did you feel more compelled when did you feel more compelled when Palpatine summoned 1,000 Star Destroyers that are Death Stars, or when Clea and Andor was trying to remove a listening device in a room
Sure.
with like someone who's trying to stop her. Like,
or when fucking Stellan Skarsgård and fucking I can't remember any of the characters' names when she comes to his shop at the end.
Yeah,
like that. Like I was more the edge of my seat than I think I've been in Star Wars in a long time.
Right, and like it was just very, very personal.
Yeah. It I don't want to get too deep because we do got to get to our karate movies, but like it makes you wonder, like, even though the Transformers movies that have come out are like more centered toward adults with the things going on for them, are they just made for children because they're like dumb action things? Is that why there's so many like that are just like dumb movies and not good movies? Because that's what Transformers kind of is this kids product, so they're like appeal to kids still.
But do kids movies inherently have to be dumb?
No, they don't. I mean, we've seen it
I think, we know that they don't. We know There's a bunch of like very good kids movies that are.
I think the system just needs to figure out that they don't, because that's why we have 5 in a row just crazy Transformers movies that are maybe fun for kids to watch, but anybody that wants some substance out of a movie, Bumblebee,
you don't
Transformers
need to pander
1, they're
to
the only 2.
Lowest common denominator, even though that often is what makes the most money. So that's what they're gonna keep doing. But
disgusting. Well, I'm glad you watched it. I'm glad you watched it. I'm glad you liked it, because it is really good and it's kind of like a hidden gem.
I watched it twice.
Twice? You've watched it one more time than I. Well, Braden?
Jason?
You want to go watch some karate movies?
Hell yeah.
All right, gang. We're going to hop off probably a few times, back and forth. It's been a while since we've done anything like this, but we're going to watch some karate movies. We're going to keep you in the dark. You'll hear us talking about when we get back.
Toodles.
See you then. All right. Well, Braden and I just finished the first movie in our Kung Fu movie marathon.
We did indeed.
Shaolin Soccer was the one we decided to go with first.
Short one this time.
It was rather short.
Easy to get through.
You know, I will say this, though. Like, even the shorter ones feel a little longer than they should.
It didn't feel like an hour and 15 minutes. It felt like a full movie.
It felt a lot longer.
An hour and 15 minutes is like a lot of like children's animated movie
right,
length.
yeah.
And those don't feel long.
I thought it would be over a lot sooner than it was.
Story.
Yeah, there was a lot going on. It wasn't... It wasn't bad.
No, I liked it.
It was so this one, if anybody's seen it, you can kind of tell by the name. It's pretty absurd. It's more absurdist kung fu movie.
Yeah.
Very similar to Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, very like
It's like a Kung Fu Hustle Kung Pao mix.
Like not meant to be it's meant to be fantastical and stuff. So like and it's comedic and absurdist. So
there's like there's like small moments where it takes itself serious, like small serious moments. But mostly everything going on is a bit absurd.
I know which scene you're talking about, and I kept waiting for like a gag or something to pop up. And it was played super.
Just stayed serious. And
serious.
It was like, oh, okay, that felt jarring compared to the rest of the movie. Yeah. So I like the premise of this one. I like the premise of this one being like, so it starts off with like a black and white. It's in the past, and there's this character called the Golden Leg who he is apparently in a very important soccer game, and he kicks the soccer ball and he misses the goal and loses a very important game, I think, for his team.
Right.
And then a mob of people just come in and attack him, and one just takes a bat and like breaks his golden leg.
Yeah.
And another character who's in the scene is just like smiling and walking away. And then it cuts to the future. And this guy's now a rich, like businessman soccer team owner. And very early on, he explains like, yeah, I had you throw that game so that I could make money.
Yeah, it doesn't even pretend to go to like make that a twist later on. Like, it's just obvious. Like, this guy's the villain.
Mm-hmm. So you have this disgraced soccer player who kind of wants to redeem himself all these years later by starting a new soccer team to kind of compete and become the new elite soccer team. And
it's a classic story.
Yeah.
Sports story.
Yeah. And it's cool too because like the people he picks up are also kind of they're I don't know if they're disgraced Shaolin monks.
I don't know if they explained it all that much, but it's
their lives just kind of
down on their luck.
Yeah, like they it's a group of people who were Shaolin monks and trained in the Shaolin arts, and then just kind of all their lives fell apart. Like some of them have jobs, but like they're miserable in their lives.
I think it was getting at that like Shaolin wasn't popular anymore.
Yeah.
And so they could like the way that they make money was like teaching people Shaolin, and no one wanted to learn it. So like,
At least the main guy, like
he
the
goes
main.
into all how like regular people would benefit so much from knowing Shaolin, but yeah, all the Shaolin monks are
it's
poor.
not just for fighting; it's just a way of life. He kind of explains.
They all got
There's a main guy,
yeah,
like
they
a
all
main.
got shitty jobs. Well, most of them.
Yeah, or they're just miserable with their lives.
Yeah.
Like the one, I feel like he has a decent job, but he just hates his life because
Right.
he's like, I gotta go meet a client. Blah 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 blah. In the main cast, they all have their own like little quirks.
Yeah, they have like a specific like kung fu technique that they're known for.
One's got like an iron head. One has like really strong defense and has the iron like
The iron stomach.
stomach.
Yeah. The main guy has the iron leg, so
Yeah.
he's like the main kicker on the team.
Yeah, they all have kind of like a. Like, I don't know what the fat
One
guys.
dude broke
There was like a fat guy who used to be a small guy, but now he's a fat guy.
His thing was like the floating.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he could float.
He could like float up into the air. and kick things down.
Yeah, they all had a little thing, and they all got a little. That's what I mean. This movie had time to kind of introduce us character by character to all the Shaolin monks.
Yeah,
down on their luck, and still had time.
They're all quick scenes,
Very
like
quick.
getting the assembling a team.
Mm-hmm.
You get their quick trait, like they're all I mean, one-dimensional characters, but it's an hour and 15-minute movie, so like you got
it's a
what
comedy,
you needed
so
from
they're
them.
like everything they do that's funny. You're very like. I did think this movie was funny. I laughed at it because it was goofy. There wasn't a whole lot that made me laugh like really, really hard. It was very just. It's a 2001 movie. It was a lot
it
of
was
like
the humor of the 2001
it
time.
was like.
There wasn't a lot where I was like laughing out loud, but I did
Just appreciate
I did
it.
exhale out of my nose.
Right,
a
you
few
appreciated what it was going for.
times. Right, and like there were some still pretty funny scenes.
Yeah,
Like I like it's like one of the end scenes where like a guy gets like blown away by a soccer ball, and it's so random you were not expecting it, but it's just clothes rip off and you see his bare butt.
He's just naked. Yeah, I that was the funniest part.
It just caught me off guard. Like
yeah, like I thought he was just gonna get blown away. Like it's
no nudity
fantastical.
Up to that point,
No, yeah, and it's just like this big like wave of dirt collecting with the ball as it's like coming in. This one's very anime-esque. Like the kung fu in it is not as detailed as like other karate, like not detailed, but like
they all have
choreographed.
Like the same.
It's more CGI.
Move. Yeah, it's special effects.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're not actually doing a lot of real kung fu. Like like I said, they all have like their one signature move that they kind of do and are known for, and then it's just kind of like iterations of that move. That we see.
Yeah.
And then like special effects, like there'll be like flames on the ball or like wind or
a lot of that. Yeah. A lot of elemental stuff. Yeah.
But it's cool.
It was cool. It was fun. It was a good start. It doesn't really give us a whole lot to discuss about it.
I liked seeing what China was like in the early 2000s, and I don't know what city they're in, but
they probably said, but I don't remember either.
Just trying to picture living there, because you see a lot of scenes of just like Chinese people on the streets.
Yeah. I liked there was a subplot that I think we should at least discuss a little where
I want to discuss that.
The main like soccer kicker guy, who is like I'd say the main character of the movie.
Yeah.
He goes to get like a steam bun or something, and there's this girl that works at the steam bun making place, and she does kung fu to like make the stuff, but she's
like a hidden kung fu master.
Yeah, and she's kind of like a mess. She's got a lot of acne. She's got like her hair in her face.
She's got some kind of like eczema or something on her face that like makes her not look appealing.
Yeah, but he's like into her from the beginning. Like he wants to talk to her. He's impressed by her kung fu,
and you can tell that this actress is like, it's all makeup and stuff. That she's like a pretty looking actress.
Yeah.
Underneath all that, and you see some of that later on.
Mm-hmm. Not a lot. Like, they play around with it. So like he goes to her and she like fixes his shoes, and that allows him to like start being able to play soccer, I guess.
Right.
But it's a really weird dynamic because he's just kind of
He's like all over
he's
her
all
in
over
the
like
beginning.
not in like a gross way, but just like you're beautiful, like you should have more confidence.
Just
You're
very
a good friend of
forward
mine.
and
Yeah.
like pursuing, like actively
He
pursuing
takes her to look for a dress at one point later on in the movie when he starts to like
very much
possibly
making it seem like he's interested in her.
right.
Like everyone would read it that way, including her. And you can tell even she's like trying not to read it that way, but is like he's so forward
Right.
that like you would think, yeah, obviously this guy is coming on to you
Right.
because
Yeah.
he won't leave her alone.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't like the one pursuing him.
No, not at all. Like she had no self-confidence.
She didn't want anything to do with him at first.
In between like them, because there's like a montage of like the team coming together, the team training, like because they're all disgraced. They can't do their kung fu like as well as they used to anymore, so they have to like reawaken it. So there's some training montages where they're reawakening their kung fu powers, and it's all great. And after all that happens and they get into the tournament, he takes her, or she goes and gets like a makeover. They do the whole like she gets dressed.
I thought
up.
they were gonna do that early on when he took her to the shop.
Yeah,
I thought
that
I
was the
thinking
makeover
like
scene.
because like it's clearly like makeup and stuff that she's wearing. Like she doesn't actually have that skin condition.
Right.
So I'm waiting for like, all right, where's like the glow up scene?
Yeah,
Gonna come, and then like they tease it.
Yeah.
And then it doesn't happen. They're like, no, you're too dirty and poor.
Yeah.
Still, like, you can't do it. And then, yeah, she comes back later with makeup, like, fully, like, a caked on makeup.
Yeah, it still looks weird. Like still looks worse.
She's
it's better, but it's worse.
It's still worse. Like,
Yeah.
it's still, like, too much. Like,
Yeah,
she did
she
way
looks
too much.
more like a clown.
And he, like, actively makes fun of her
Yeah.
in this scene.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell that she's, like, trying.
Yeah.
Now and like following his advice to like be more confident, and he's just like putting her down, like, and it's comedy, like, so I'm thinking like, oh, haha, he's just being a dick to her,
Right. He likes you can almost believe like he likes her better homely looking,
right?
instead of like trying to look better. So like, okay, you're feeling it, and they're talking, and then they're like, I like you too, like I like you a lot. Like, is this love? The girl says, and he's just like, no, it's not love.
Yeah,
like,
he completely switches and is like,
out of nowhere, and he's just like, I gotta focus on soccer right now.
yeah, it doesn't even say that he's gonna see her anymore. Basically, just tells her like, basically
We'll be friends.
friend zones her, and then basically tells her that he's never gonna see her again.
Yeah.
So like, not even friend zones her, just is like straight up breaks up with her.
Very weird scene. Very like, you think he's into her the whole
Played
time.
fully seriously for the whole time.
Yeah.
So I was confused.
Waiting for a joke.
And he was just being like, it's such a change in their dynamic of like him. It didn't really explain why he felt that way. Like, we understood that she wasn't pretty looking, and like you kind of could tell that he didn't find her actually that pretty, but like I don't know why he was going that hard into trying to make her feel beautiful and tell her that she was beautiful. If he didn't believe that.
I know. So it was just really weird.
Because it's not like she was integral to the plot or had anything that he wanted. It was just like she did a nice thing for him once, and he's like obsessed with her now. And then suddenly, once she seems to like follow his advice and take confidence, he like puts her down and like basically just like breaks her heart.
Yeah. And then she's just off. Like, I don't know if I just missed something, but it's like, okay, they go to focus more on the tournament, and you know, the big game happens, the final match, and they're getting the enemy team. They kind of show them very little, but like they're training like in kind of the dark arts of kung fu.
It's like some science,
some
like
illegal.
scientific
They're
augmentation.
underwater doing stuff. It's cool. It's fantastical. It's fun. Like, so when the match finally comes, you know, they're toe to toe with our main team, who've been basically kicking everybody's ass since they got their kung fu back.
The only like actual soccer game that really matters is the last one, because they make it clear, like, yeah, they just blow through this league with their kung fu. It's just a montage of them winning game after game. So it's like, yeah, this is the first team that actually gives them a challenge,
a real challenge. Like, they can't score. The goalie, no matter what like powerful moves they use, he blocks it. But I guess in the same, like, nobody scored. The whole game is 0-0 the whole time. So the enemy team's also not scoring, but like they're taking out players in the meantime.
So yeah, their strategy was to just fight the players essentially and beat them up. So like they have to forfeit because they won't have enough people on the team.
Yeah. So after, you know, there's some big moments. There's some, you know, your characters that you've got to know. I feel like in the last match, we stopped paying attention to like most of the other Shaolin characters. Like in the other soccer games, they all have their moments.
To the side,
They are relegated very much to the side, other than like a couple moments. But the two goalies get taken out. The one kind of gets taken out in a funny way because he's just like taking on all these hits that he's getting.
Yeah, I like that they gave him
a woman at one point to
Yeah.
tell her he loves her. But the husband, but it doesn't tell you that. It's just like, hello, Cho. I want to tell you, I've been holding this in for 20 years. I love you. It's very serious. And then the guy on the phone just goes, this is not Cho. This is Ko or something like that.
This is Hung.
Hung. And he's just like, tell your wife what I just said then.
Yeah.
It's just like.
Which wasn't Hung the bad guy?
Was Hung the one he called? I think Hung was the bad guy, but I don't know. A lot of names that flew past me. It was rather loud in the area we were watching this movie, so the subtitles were all we basically had.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is he gets taken out. They're about to forfeit, and the girl, Mui is her name?
Yeah.
She comes back. She's like shaved, her acne's all
Wearing
cleared
a full
up.
bald cap.
And
She looks like a Shaolin monk.
She looks like a Shaolin monk, and she's like, I'll be your fill-in. And I'm just like, did I miss a scene with her where like she reinvigorated her confidence?
It feels
again?
like some scenes were cut out of
Sure.
this that would explain
Yeah.
some of the extra. Yeah, because her heel turn like makes no sense of why she would want to come back and help them.
Mm-hmm.
Like he goes to try and find her after he broke her heart once to like give her tickets, but then you find out that like she was let go from her job.
Right, yeah.
Because she was so depressed from him
Rejecting her.
Rejecting her.
She's crying in the roles.
Yeah, that like she loses her job at like making sweet buns.
Yeah.
So like she lost her job and her broken heart, and they never like reconciled. He like gave up. He didn't even like leave the tickets there to like have her go. He just like, yeah. All right,
we're moving on.
And
Yeah.
then she like comes back and it's like, yeah, I'm here to help.
Yeah, she's like, I'm here to help. And she comes in and she's kind of a putz at first. Like everybody's laughing at her.
He makes fun of her again here too. He just like insults her looks.
Yeah.
Calls her ET.
Right, he does. Like, and I guess it is comedic, and he just keeps like quoting ET.
He's
like,
just an
you
asshole
should just
to
phone
her.
home.
He
Yeah.
just suddenly turns into an asshole
for no
towards her
reason.
for no
Like,
reason.
hasn't been an asshole the whole movie, and just is now. But we're rolling with it. And then she is, you remember throughout the beginning of the movie, she knew some form of kung fu, some sort of airbending kung fu.
Yeah.
And she blocks the enemy team. She gives the ball a superpower. He kicks it, blows the guy's clothes off. They win the game. And then there's like a montage at the end where it says like they got married, like him and that girl,
just, like, really quick.
Yeah,
like just shows everyone knows Shaolin.
Right,
now.
like Shaolin's popular again.
So I guess they all made a
started
bunch
their
of money.
own. Yeah. They're like training people in the arts, and it's goofy. I don't
her
mind.
Her hair grew back. Also,
Yeah, I think some
inexplicably,
time did pass.
Inexplicably, her skin condition is healed.
Mhm.
They don't explain that at all either. Like not even like like I said, a glow up scene or anything. Like when she shows up as the Shaolin monk, her skin's just perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like.
Yeah, because even when she has the makeup on before, you still see it. It's just covered up.
Yeah.
Whereas this time, it's just completely gone.
It's gone. Yeah. So like, I don't know if she went and saw a
And then they get
dermatologist
married.
in between that.
Then they get married.
Hey, some scenes had to have been cut,
or just like
or something.
Yeah. I mean, it's comedic. It's not serious. You're probably not supposed to think this much into it, but it is weird to have like
It's
this
really-
breakup scene, but like not a breakup scene because he's just like, oh no, I've never. It makes it feel like he never was interested in her in a loving way at all.
Yeah.
But then they do get married.
Right. It doesn't really
very
take itself that seriously. It's just
Yeah.
kind of things happen because they have to happen for the story they want to
Yeah.
tell. But
It's an hour.
it's just
20
they did
minute
some
movie.
inexplicable things, I guess, for jokes. I guess.
Yeah.
That humor from
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. Absurdist.
You know,
I just keep
everyone
calling
knows
it's all
now
absurdist.
the humor in 2001 China.
Sure. Yeah. With some like American movie, like they played some American music in this movie. So like, yeah. I remember when this movie came out, I was 9, but I remember like seeing it and seeing commercials for it. There was a lot of like, especially in 2000, 2001, a lot of like comedic kung fu CGI heavy movies coming out.
Right.
Kung Fu Hustle was definitely one that I remember too. Kung Pao. This one, it was a theme of the time, but I liked it for what it was.
Right.
I think I'm excited to go into this next movie because it's like up top, I'll just tell you, we're going to watch Karate Kid Legends, the new Karate Kid movie. And I think I'm just excited to watch like a Hollywood movie next.
Yeah.
With
like
Jackie Chan.
big budget,
Yeah.
professional. Like,
Yeah.
not that these people weren't professional, but it's
Yeah. A little different. So, yeah. That's all I really have to say about Shaolin Soccer. Pretty good for what it is.
Pretty good.
Like a good funny start.
I
with these
enjoyed
things.
it. It's an easy watch.
Easy watch. you want a quick laugh. It is one of those movies though that like you could think like you got everything out of it that you're gonna in the first like half hour, but you can watch the whole thing, and that butt scene was funny.
It was.
I
Yeah.
laughed at that. I laughed really hard at that, so totally worth it.
Yeah, it was just so out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it fused with like the epicness of like the anime in real life stuff that they kind of put in with like that chaotic. It was like a hurricane with the
finishing
ball.
move.
Yeah, so when that guy's clothes also blew off, I was just like, why the fuck not? Yeah, not bad. All right, well, Braden,
Chase,
let's hop off. Let's watch some Karate Kid Legends.
Karate
Kid. We'll check you guys out when we get back later.
Well,
Well,
we just got back from watching Karate Kid Legends,
yeah.
and I don't know if it was.
I like this movie a lot.
Hour and 35 minutes. I love this movie.
I really enjoyed this.
I had a really good time with this movie.
Yeah.
Way more than I thought
Yeah.
I was going to be.
At the start, I thought I was going to be making fun of it the whole time. And then it just was good. It like blew my expectations.
I'm not going to lie. When you said that we're watching Karate Kid, I didn't catch that you said the new Karate Kid movie.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were watching the original Karate Kid.
Oh, wow.
So I was actually pleasantly surprised because I've seen the original Karate Kid a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But like we were watching a movie I hadn't seen before.
Yeah.
And ended up being like way better. Like I knew nothing about this movie going in, besides you telling me beforehand that Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio were in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie
it was really
blew
good.
me away. It was really good. It's one of the best Karate Kid movies I've seen.
It's so good that like when I hear like I'm a little angry because I wanted to see this when it came out in theaters, but the critic reviews of it were not that great. So I was like, oh yeah, like it has a 58% critically.
That's wild to me. I really enjoyed it.
It's got like a 90-something audience, and I'm like, this is one of those times where I'm like, yeah, the audience has it right because it's a solid. I don't even know what they're
solid.
What else do you want out of a Karate Kid movie?
I don't know. Like
it was really good.
It reminded me of like how like some 80s movies were, and like the narrative style, like a lot of montages, a lot of like telling the narrative through that, but like in a modern version of it, and it worked really well for me.
Really well, and they did all the montages.
I really like the narrative
differently every time. I think I said when we were watching, like every montage, its purpose was a different feeling,
right?
But they also filmed them differently.
Yeah,
so that was cool too.
And it was just interesting to see what was going on. And like, it was a good way to tell the story, I thought, because like there's a lot of time that passes in this story, so the best way to do that is through montage.
Yeah,
to show, especially training montages.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was really interesting.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought the acting was great. I thought the main kid, the
really
Karate
good.
Kid was super good. Li Feng was the character's name. I don't know the actor's name.
Neither do I.
He did awesome.
Did great.
He was like, I was expecting it to be like he, like fish out of water, like awkward kind of. He's not awkward at all. Like it's kind of well established that like, yeah, he's a 125-pound skinny Asian kid in New York, but he's like cool.
Yeah.
He's like super cool.
Yeah.
He like has confidence and
he rizzes up that girl.
Knows how to talk to women. Yeah.
Very quick. Very quick.
Yeah.
Becomes best friends with his dad. Like he so charismatic. He gets the girl and her dad.
Her dad
within the first meeting of this.
Is in love with this kid. His tutor, who starts off kind of a dick to him, just like, you think you're getting into NYU with these calculus scores,
right? Yeah.
Ends up becoming like his best friend,
like,
which I love. That
best
development.
Friend I'll ever have.
Was not seeing that coming. I thought it was just gonna be. I didn't think he was gonna be as big.
I thought it was just gonna be that one joke, like, did your mom give you the black guy?
Right.
And then like we laughed, and then it cut, and
I forgot about that joke. That was a really
that was
joke.
like his introductory thing.
Yeah.
And then he came back as like his best boy, who's best just homie. Like
the guy who was the most happiest for him in the end. He was like on the verge of tears. Yeah.
Oh my god, playing the guitar for his boy, trying to get his boy to go out and get the girl. Like,
oh, it was so good.
Alan was his name. Liked him a lot.
So I guess should we explain
Yeah, yeah.
the movie?
Talk about some of the story, and then we'll get into more of
Yeah,
our
so
likes.
it takes place. You start off in Beijing, China,
Mm-hmm.
with Li Feng is that's his name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Li Feng is the main character. He is the Karate Kid. He goes to this dojo that's run by Jackie Chan,
Mm-hmm.
and he finds out in like the first scene in the movie that his mom is moving him and herself to New York because she got a really good job there. We find out later she is a surgeon, like a pretty high profile surgeon. So they're like really well off.
Yeah.
But he like trained at this dojo, like this was his home and
Mm-hmm.
stuff with Jackie Chan, who ran it. It's Jackie Chan he's the same character from the Jaden Smith.
Yeah. Yep. So Jackie Chan
Karate
lived in
Kid.
New York in the first, or in the
So
Jaden Smith one, then must have, opened his dojo back up after having success with Jaden Smith.
right. And like he's pretty close to Li Feng.
Yeah. Trained
like
him and his brother.
Yeah, we kind of like it's implied that he's like a pretty good student.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, he moves to New York and has to like assimilate to New York life. Now he speaks. It's pretty easy for him because he speaks English really well. They explain later that his mom traveled a lot for a while and he went to an American school.
Mm-hmm.
So his mom lived in Hong Kong for a while.
Yeah,
and he went to American school.
He had a way to learn English very early on.
But yeah, he speaks English perfectly.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically he meets this local girl. They kind of hit it off and have a thing, but like it's
will they won't they
will they
for a
won't
little
they,
bit,
yeah.
even though they have killer chemistry the whole time.
Right. They definitely have really good chemistry. I thought she was really good.
Yeah.
I would have to look up her.
Yeah, I know none of
because they're both new act. Like
most of the characters in this movie
faces.
are people you've never seen before, except for Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan.
Right. I don't know if the dad was in anything else. He looks somewhat familiar,
but hard to say. I think he just looks too much like Huey. But
right.
like
He is older, so he's an actor, so he's probably
in something. But liked him a lot.
I liked him a lot. Yeah. But yeah, I thought the girl was really good. I thought their chemistry was really good. Like that first scene where they're like kind of flirting and stuff. I'm like, oh, this dude he's like not awkward.
Yeah. I went into like some of these character interactions thinking I was going I was thinking of the bad reviews. So I was like, where's this movie gonna fail? And I was worried that like when he would interact with some of these characters that it would get lame.
Yeah.
Even when the dad gets introduced, I was ready for some racist comment.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the movie just surprised me every time. This movie surprised me and then gave me everything I wanted. Like just short of giving us the scene of Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio teaming up to fight the bad guy.
Right, that guy
leader.
didn't get his ass rocked.
If that would have happened, it would have given me 100% everything I wanted out of it.
But yeah, no, I immediately bought into the chemistry. And like he was just such a charismatic lead for the show, and he's a young kid. Like I have to look up how old he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's young, like he's definitely younger than us. He looks like a teenage. I mean, they're
fun.
supposed to be teenagers, right? He goes to like high school.
Yeah, I was trying to like in my head. He looks like he's like 14.
Yeah,
14, 15.
I think he's supposed to. I think they're like
16.
16.
She's driving
16ish. Yeah, 16, 17 probably.
Yeah, probably.
Because he's like had a past.
Yeah.
At this point of like karate.
Karate, yeah.
We find out. So he has a pretty like anime character backstory.
That's pretty good. We like kind of laughed
really
at it
good.
at first, and then we got the reasoning. It was like, okay, yeah, that works.
Yeah. Yeah, we find out it's hinted very early on that he had a brother who passed away through karate. Like it was very vague, but this is just like the whole thing. His mother is partially moving him to America, I think, because she doesn't like that he fights.
Right.
Because that's how they lost his brother, her son. Is through like fighting, and like that's all we hear about it first off. So we're like, oh, he was the way of the warrior.
During karate.
He got killed during like kung fu. Like he just fought to death. Like, but yeah, we do find out. I guess we're doing spoilers, right?
Yeah.
And so I guess spoiler.
We've given our thoughts on just the movie as a whole. So yeah, spoiler time.
Yeah. All right. So spoiler alert. We find out that his brother him and his brother were jumped after a karate tournament that they won because I don't know, there's just some bad blood there or something with like they're pissed off at how good they were. Some kind of teen street violence.
Definitely, yeah, Chinese street violence kind of
Chinese street violence kind of thing. And like, yeah, they jump them and they like get into like a karate fight with them, and one of them pulls a knife and shanks his brother and kills him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so he has this like trauma.
And yeah, he like freezes from like he's like, oh my God, like I can't. Very realistic. What maybe a 14, 13-year-old boy would do in that situation.
Right.
Even if he knows karate. Yeah.
Yeah, so he lives. Oh, so one of the other things I loved about this, like he starts off like he knows karate.
Mm-hmm.
Not even just he knows it, like he's good.
He's pretty good at it.
He's very good at it.
Yeah.
So he's trained by Jackie Chan, and he was like a karate champion in China.
Yeah.
So like that was like a nice twist, like inversion of the trope. Where like
the beginning of this movie is him. So the movie kind of has this first, like I'd say it's a 3-act movie, and in the first act, the Karate Kid is teaching his new girlfriend's dad like karate because her dad used to be a boxer. He needs to win some money.
He's ran afoul of some gangsters that want money, and so he has to win a fight. You know, the old boxer.
There's like a mini Karate Kid movie at the beginning of this movie in reverse of him teaching the adult.
I love that part of the movie.
Yeah, that was a really good because you knew a tournament was coming with karate with him, but it was fun to have this to be like the first act.
Like you knew it wasn't going to be the whole movie.
Yeah,
and they were kind of like. Yeah, it was like an act 1 story where they were kind of like speeding through, like, all right, he's training him, stuff. But yeah, he was like trying to, like, he's a boxer, but he was training him in like his techniques with karate and kung fu to like make him more fluid.
Yeah.
And so the dad, like they get into this boxing fight so he can win this money so he can keep his place or pay off this loan so he can keep his restaurant, his pizza place, and starts winning the match.
Yeah, pretty much has it in the bag.
Yeah, and then we find out like
I thought he was going to get Apollo created, to be honest.
So there's like a gym that's supposed to be the Cobra Kai gym, but it's not Cobra Kai, but it's like an evil gym.
It's an evil karate gym, yeah.
They're like, I think the guy who owns the gym is the guy he owes money to.
Yeah.
The girl does mention that. I forget.
Yeah. She lets us know.
Yeah, so like he owes money to the guy who owns the gym, and he's there. And like as the dad is like winning the match, he like signals the other boxer to like take him out. So he does like illegal moves, which I don't know a lot about boxing.
Yeah, we were both a little.
He punches his forehead like a bunch of times, and it like causes him to like bleed out of his ears and stuff. So like the ref says illegal move. He punches the ref.
Yeah, he punches the ref. He's going. Well, the bad evil dojo leader did like a fucking neck snapping thing, so I really thought that's where it was gonna go. I was worried. I was like, we're gonna fucking lose this awesome dad character.
Yeah. So the dad gets fucked up in the fight. I'm assuming he won the money because like the guy would have to forfeit.
Right, he had to have won that money.
But they
don't really talk about it.
As you mentioned, like the medical bills of him getting put in the hospital because he was like in a coma, I think.
He was out for a couple days at least. So yeah, I'm gonna say that money would have had to have gone to the hospital bills. They don't really say it, but like you can assume that.
I would just assume because they still need
money. There's no way he didn't win that because that guy cheated, and it was obvious that he cheated.
Very obvious. If you punch the ref.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah,
I don't think at least.
I don't think that's allowed.
So this happens, and then we're just kind of stem from there. I'm trying to make sure I got everything in order.
So that happens. The dad gets put in the hospital, and Li Feng goes with them, but then he freezes at the
outside of it because it reminds him of his brother dying.
Gets a flashback. He does
gets PTSD.
Yeah, he reveals like the backstory with his brother to the dad when he was training him, but he's not revealed it to the daughter. Now they have like a situationship going on. Like,
they almost kissed before the fight.
I forgot to mention
that was a good scene.
She had like a previous relationship with the evil kung fu guy, which I don't even know if we've mentioned him.
No, I don't think we have. There's a main Johnny Karate.
There's a Johnny, Johnny type archetype character who
works at the evil gym.
He's a bully.
He's a douche.
He
really is
gives him a black eye at one point. He's the ex-boyfriend of the girl that he likes.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of tension there.
Yeah.
Where was I going with this with the girl?
I think we were talking about the scene when she and him almost kissed, and there was a situationship, and we were trying to describe like will they, won't they?
They have a situationship. Like they're just friends at this point, but then like they had like a falling out because he like saw her with him at like this carnival.
Which didn't. It was the only scene in the movie that felt contrived to me.
Right.
It was her like she's at the carnival and
then, like,
this
she's
guy
still,
that
like, into this dude.
Right. She's like talking to him, laughing, and it's just like she hated him like right out the gate when we saw him early. Like even though they're exes, she was pissed off at him. You know, they're extorting her dad. Like, you know what I mean? There's no scenario where, like, she would be chuckling at something he said in public.
Right. His coach is extorting her dad.
Right, yeah. It just...
And tried to, like, have him killed.
That felt forced.
Right.
They, like, solved it with the... I like that they had this, like, moment of communicate. Like, they could have been, like... the whole time, but she was like, talk to me, and he was like, well, what about this? And
Jackie Chan, like, Jackie Chan shows up.
Jackie Chan does show up
after the guy gets put in the hospital.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like his Miyagi, like, saves him again and like forces him to like go seek her out and talk to her.
Yeah, and forces him like he's gonna give up fighting again for good because his mom's like, look what happens every time you try to get somebody to fight, they fucking get hurt or die.
Yeah.
So he kind of like almost gives up on fighting, and Jackie Chan is
you're
doing this tournament.
To be fair for the mother, he does get into an abnormal amount of fights for a young boy.
Yeah. Not in the Karate Kid world.
Right. But yeah, Jackie Chan shows up, kind of saves the day.
Mm-hmm.
They get back together, and then they almost kiss before the tournament. But then the dad interrupts them.
Right.
So frustrating.
Cock blocks him.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan convinces Li Feng like that he needs to fight in this upcoming tournament, you know, to get his mojo back. It's to win the money to give to the pizza dad.
Yeah.
But also it's like, you need to get past your trauma. Fighting's not what did it. There are just shitty people in this world. Like, you should do what you love. So he convinces him to train and fight in this upcoming tournament. And Jackie Chan convinces Daniel, so he flies to California, picks him up, has him fly in.
Gets Ralph Macchio.
Ralph Macchio involved. Gets the Karate Kid, Daniel's son, Daniel Sensei.
To teach him Miyagi style, because I guess Jackie Chan doesn't know Miyagi style. If I was implied that Miyagi trained
They're from the same tree. They're from the same tree. They're like related, but they have different styles.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So he thinks that teaming up, if this kid can learn both styles in one, because Jackie Chan has a lot of respect for the Miyagi style, that they can make him the karate master.
I guess one of my criticisms of this movie, if I were to level any, is that I wanted to see more of the Miyagi style training.
Mm-hmm.
Like we mentioned now, like they don't really show a lot of it. They show some of it.
I'm glad I remember when I was calling it out during the movie at that point, I'm glad because the point that I thought that it was like nearing the end, I did think that a lot. So I'm glad they gave us more of it though.
Yeah.
They did give us more. More than I thought originally. But yeah, there could have been more. There's no wax on, wax off.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same kind of training scheme.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to replicate that, so a lot of people don't try.
I think it helped the pacing at that point in the movie not to focus too much. Like it was a lot of montages. They kind of blew through
the training montage.
Yeah, they gave us enough. They gave us a couple. Like I said, I was satisfied by the end.
Yeah.
There was a point where I was worried because the tournament starts, and I thought like once we got to the tournament, it was just going to be that's the day. Like we're going to do the whole tournament in one day. But there was like scene breaks in between.
I did like that. I liked how they set up the tournament.
Yeah.
If anything, I would like. It was a shorter movie. If they wanted to make it a little longer, I would have liked to see more of like prolonged like fights because it looked like they're trying to do some stylized version of the tournament. Where like each character he fought was like they had like a theme, like they had like weird names, like the tornado, stuff. And like the tornado looked like he had like a tornado move in the beginning.
And it's all you really saw. You just saw.
Yeah, but like he like defeats them pretty easily,
yeah.
and like they just really focus in on the last fight.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to see more of that tournament of like him actually.
Yeah, I agree.
Getting there, but at the same time, I think they wanted.
It helps the pacing of the movie. Yeah. So it blows through that. There's things going on and off. You have the date on the roof is during like. In between fights of the tournament, yada yada yada, which is a great scene. Fucking Alan's playing the guitar.
Oh, I love it.
Singing Backstreet Boys to his boy.
Yeah, where they make up. She was ignoring him because he was doing the young generation thing of texting them and then her ignoring him. So
he just keeps texting, but he was like, "That's not gonna work.
Right.
Gotta go order a pizza." Yeah, it was nice. I think every scene just worked really. It got to a point where I stopped looking for it to be bad, and I was just like. This movie, like 20, 30 minutes ago, I was just going to look at you in the middle of the movie and be like, I love this. This is great. Like, no, it was before the end fight even. I was like, they could fuck this whole thing up here, and I'd still be like, this movie's been a great time.
I was teasing through it because I was having a really good time.
We had a good time watching this. Yeah. And it got to the final fight. They got on the rooftop. He fought not Johnny Karate.
Yeah. And I will say, he was a tough opponent.
Yeah.
Like, I think we were both assuming that he was going to be, like, a pretty big... he was just going to kick his ass, like, in the beginning. But, like, no, he's, like...
Yeah.
An established, like, good...
Yeah, Li Feng is getting his ass rocked at the beginning of their fight. Like, just getting whooped. Like, I thought at least it would be a little back and forth at first. No, he's just getting fucked up. And then he starts catching, then it starts, going back and forth. And that was nice. I like how they did that.
More.
Yeah, and then their moves were sick. I was really into... The karate in this movie was pretty good.
Way better karate than in like the original Karate Kid. Like it's way more complex.
Yeah. Well, especially after watching Shaolin Soccer, it's like, okay, seeing this kind of karate next. Somebody even had the bullet punch. Like that was good. Yeah, I really like that. And I like the aesthetic in all the fights where it did, like the Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Like, do +1 or like fight.
That's why I liked how they did that.
Yeah, the artsiness.
They didn't have to do it like that.
No. I think it's a little fresh thing to put in, especially for like this not reboot. I guess it's more of like a sequel, but like what's the word they use for that? Because it's like legacy sequels.
Yeah,
Karate Kid Legends, not Legacy.
Which, by the way, we noticed something.
We did notice something
about.
I noticed it pretty quick.
You did about the title sequence.
The title font for Karate Kid Legends.
So when
Sony, I think you're the ones that made this, so I'm calling you out today. But it seemed very similar.
Something suspicious.
Something very sus.
Was awry.
Yeah. The Karate Kid's Legend or Karate Kid Legends logo, very similar to the Nerd Shit in the Dark podcast logo. Had
similar
Karate Kid on the top, kind of like Nerd Shit, and then in the dark. Right, Legends was in the bottom, like in the dark. But not only did they have that same style, they took our same font.
The same font.
They colored it different, but it was the same goddamn font.
It's the equivalent of copying off your neighbor's homework and then changing it a little bit to like make it look different.
And I mean, Karate Kid Legends, that movie came out, I think in like April, May, June this year. Nerd in the Dark's had that font for well over a year, maybe 2 years now.
So where's our money, Sony?
Where's our paycheck, Sony? Huh?
Where is it?
Gonna leak some more emails? Bastards. So that was kind of rude to see. So that's how the movie kicked off, with me kind of being mad at it for the thievery. But really good movie.
Great movie. I highly recommend it.
Don't know what the critics were saying. Like, it's not like, Citizen Kane, but, like, I don't think... If you go into this movie saying, I'm about to watch a Karate Kid movie, it should give you everything you want out of it.
I think it's one of my favorite Karate Kid movies.
What the critics were looking for, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because it's a solid movie.
I thought...
It established itself as its own movie.
I was pretty locked into it the whole...
Me too.
The whole time.
Me
pretty
too.
Much trying to think of when it, like, got me. I think, like, the initial scene where he was, like risen up the girl, and he was just talking, and it
wasn't as lame as it.
It wasn't. It was like good dialogue and like the good like acting and stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm kind of like this got me invested into it.
Stop. So we had a little technical difficulty there.
A little bit of a technical difficulty.
Don't know what I'm going to do in the time. The video, you might have noticed the quality of our recording changes. If that's the case, that means I used my phone's audio to pick up what we lost. But if not, my computer sucks and it just stopped recording.
Yep,
in the
lost
middle
like half of it. At least half of
what we were gonna say. So I'm gonna do my best to make sure that still remains.
Yeah, because we were about done talking about it.
We were about done talking about. We covered the whole movie.
Yeah,
and our thoughts. Yelled at Sony. There were a lot of things.
Yeah, copyright strike Sony.
Yep.
We're going to get a fat paycheck.
That's annoying. That is so annoying. And what I hate is I was looking, and then, it hasn't happened yet. So I'll just stop looking. And then the second I checked again, But that's neither here nor there. Karate Kid Legends.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend it. Of the two movies we've watched so far, this one's the best one.
Yeah. Easily.
Yeah, easily.
Shaolin Soccer is good.
Yeah.
But
this is what we're looking for.
Yeah.
This is a solid karate movie.
Very.
Without being over the top. There's no overtopness. It just is a solid movie. Critics, you're crazy. I don't know what you're looking for. I'll say that again. You're crazy.
I don't know. I feel like this kicks the shit out of the other Jackie Chan Karate Kid film.
Yeah, which I don't think is a bad movie either. No.
But just if I compare the two.
This one feels... I was worried this one was going to feel tighter. Karate Kid again, but it's not. It's its own movie.
It does its own
thing. It adds its own stuff. It has its own flavor.
It has a style.
It's the same thing, but it's done really well. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of Force Awakens, and like it's the same thing, but it's added enough to give itself its own identity, and I liked it a lot. So, yeah. All right. Well, Braden, we're gonna go watch The Raid 2. Brad's about to get here.
That's right.
And we're gonna sit and watch it with him, and maybe he'll get to hop on with us to talk about that.
Hopefully.
We'll see. All right. Shitters? Take care.
See ya.
Brayton, we just finished The Raid 2. The second Raid movie.
We did.
The final movie of our karate trilogy.
And Brad watched it with us.
Brad did watch it with us.
He had to go though.
Yeah, it was late.
Unfortunately.
It might not look late, but it was late.
He was late and he is a father. So
yes.
He does have somewhere to be.
So he had to dip. But know that we had another friend with us.
Yeah.
Who enjoyed the movie. Yeah, it was good. Braden, you had seen this movie before. So why don't you take it? Why don't you set the stage for The Raid 2? Give the little plot synopsis.
Oh, I was going to say we are wearing bandanas because...
Which we've been.
I spoke with Brad about this a little bit when you were in the bathroom, but I don't know if this happens to you too, but whenever I watch kung fu movies, I start to sort of feel like I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know kung fu now.
Or at least to some degree.
To some degree, I'd be like, yeah, I could replicate that.
Mm-hmm. And now that we've watched 3 different kung fu movies,
right?
You really feel it on every level.
I do.
Okay. Do you want to show me?
Not right now, but I'll show you later.
Okay. Cool.
We'll post it on the Patreon.
Yeah. Maybe on the Instagram.
Yeah.
I'll post a video of Braden practicing his kung fu.
Yeah, my bullet punches.
Do you think you're kind of the bullet punches? Those are some of the coolest punches in this movie. When they just like gattle off with their hands.
Like a Gatling gun.
Yeah, this movie was sick.
Going to Gatling.
Yeah.
He didn't call out any moves though.
No. Which it was dubbed, and it would have been funny if they did call out move names, but it wouldn't have fit the tone of the rest of the movie. Yeah.
So The Raid 2. So I'll describe it a little bit. It takes place directly after The Raid 1, which, a recap of The Raid 1, a man has to try and get out of a building controlled by a drug lord. He's a police officer, so he's got some training, and he managed to fight his way out and kill all of the gangsters that were holding him prisoner. So The Raid 2 takes off directly after him getting out of that building, pretty much.
They hold nothing back. The movie starts heavy, right where you left off, with the same amount of, like, heavy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It starts off very heavy in a very different movie. They escape the building, obviously, and during the first movie, the protagonist's brother is one of the main officers of the drug lord. I don't know why, like, they don't explain how these two got to where they got to, but he ends up helping his brother, and so, like, he was like a good guy from the first movie. And this opening scene of this movie starts off with him getting his head blown off with a shotgun.
Yep.
The brother.
Yeah. Dead immediately.
Immediately. Same actor.
Yep.
Kill him right away, so he's not coming back.
Yep. Everybody who lived at the end of the last one either, like, gets fucking killed or is just like I said as the movie started, oh wow, this really changes the ending of the first movie quite a bit. Like, the first 10 minutes is just me going, oh, this changes things. Oh wow, this changes things,
right?
Because
it's optimistic in the first one when he gets out, because you're like, oh man, he gets to go back to his wife and son.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be fallout
But
from that.
You didn't think
event.
it was going to be so hard.
Right.
Yeah.
In this underground world of the Indonesian, I think they're triads or something. They're just like the local Indonesian mafia,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, it paints a pretty seedy picture of like what these, people have to deal with. I'm sure Indonesia is not all like that, and it's a movie and stuff, so it's very stylized to be like watching a crime film on New York mafia bosses and thinking that all of New York's like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a gangster movie, essentially. Gangster movie, martial arts movie. But yeah, so the protagonist has to go into hiding basically because he fucked up these mafia guys' plans and they're going to come after him and his wife and son. So he can't go back to his normal life after this. He was picked up by this like secret police unit that hunt corrupt cops, basically.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole issue with the first movie is
Right.
that these cops got led into an ambush because one of them was on the take.
And they just fucking capped that guy right at the beginning.
Yeah, they pulled no
I was
punches.
mad they didn't kill that guy at the end of the last movie.
Yeah, it's like this guy's going to get a trial after leading to the cause of like 50 people dying.
Yeah. And you don't even really see him in this movie. Like, he's a main character in the last movie. You kind of see his face for a second.
No speaking lines.
And then they just shoot him, and he's fucking dead.
That is what I appreciate about this movie. They weren't scared to
Off
completely go into a different direction. And be just like, they even brought back the original actors to not even have any lines and just, die immediately.
Die or just go somewhere else. Like, what happened to the other cop from the last movie? Like, he was in that room,
right?
Yeah, and he just walked out.
I assume he makes it out, or they did the same thing with him.
He didn't do as much damage as the protagonist,
right? Well, they did.
What's his name? Uchu or no?
Rama.
Right? Uchu's the
Yuda is what he goes by when he becomes a gangster.
Gotcha.
And then Ucha is the son.
Right. I'm jumping ahead. They kind of put him so like he gets picked up by this underground police group, and they send him on missions to like find more corrupt cops, and like that's how he has to live his life while his family is hiding, so the fucking Indonesian underground people don't kill his family.
Yeah, he has to infiltrate this mafia family, so he eventually finds out who they have on the take for their like corrupt police officers. Like they're after the corrupt cops, not necessarily the mafia family, but I think they want to take them down too. They want to get them all.
Just get all this evil out of here.
They want to clean up this
by
city
any means necessary,
because there's a lot of corruption and a lot of like.
And it looks like it.
Yeah,
you're very just thrown into all the corrupt.
It takes place in Jakarta, I believe.
Okay.
So, yeah, I've never been to Jakarta. I don't know what.
I would never go
now. It
now.
looks like they showed some pretty rough-looking parts, and I'm assuming there's a lot of poverty.
Yeah.
A lot of, like, issues with gangsters and shit. But I doubt it's like this. But...
Seems that way. So our main character, he has to, like, go into prison at the beginning to, like, meet up with this one gang leader's son and become friends with him so he can infiltrate. And that was a really fun beginning to the movie. And yeah, the movie just goes on, and it's really just this guy's mission to infiltrate this mob gangster.
He has to raid them.
And
through stealth.
And we'll get into the plot as we go forward, but I think that's enough to kind of set the tone.
This
movie's very different than the first one.
Yeah, we're taking a long time to explain what's going on in this movie because there's a lot more going on in this movie compared to the first movie.
Yeah,
way more plot.
Mm-hmm.
This movie's like mostly plot,
and
then
some kung fu.
The first movie is mostly kung fu, very little plot.
Yeah,
it's very simple,
good enough plot,
bare bones plot. Yeah.
So this is I wanted to say after we finished it, but I wanted to wait to talk about this. So to me, this reminded me of how Mad Max Fury Road and Mad Max, the newest one with what's her name? Furiosa. Like how those two, one's a sequel to the other, I guess a prequel, but like Fury Road is like very little plot, all action.
Yeah.
Whereas Furiosa, it has that action. It has those action moments from the first movie, but not as much. Yeah. And there's more of a story.
It's a ton of more narrative.
They're both good in their own ways, but I personally like Fury Road and the Raid 1 better because I just liked the idea of like all that action all the time.
Well, it's simple and it's easy to like you don't have to like be really following too many plot threads because you just know exactly what is going on.
Yeah.
Pretty much. It's there's different guys and stuff that you're not really sure. Like you have to kind of figure out like the relationships between them. But
Yeah.
besides that,
there were a couple times during this movie, Braden's seen it before, so I would just be like, "What happened here? Like, what is going on here? Like, how is what's happening important?"
Yes, because there's a lot more speaking scenes in this, which is why the dubbing is so jarring because it's a lot more people talking. Like you hear them talk all the time.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's why they dubbed it because they didn't want to go through.
They don't want you reading that much. I mean, I would have, but honestly, after we watched it, like the dubbing is a little, like the voice acting is a little. It's weird when you hear anime characters coming out of real life people.
Yeah,
but I would say the mouth flaps kind of lined up pretty well. Like it did seem like what they were saying in Indonesian kind of looked right.
You let it wash over you after a while.
Yeah,
like you notice it a lot in certain parts, but like. After a while, like you kind of just get like accept it and get used to it.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. I was falling asleep a lot throughout this movie because it was just so much talking and so much like setting up. But like it plays like a normal movie. Like as a normal movie, it's pretty good. And then every once in a while, you get these karate things. I think the only thing going against it for me was like I had an expectation with the last one of they just fucking did karate for 2 hours. Right. And this one, you had to wait. And when you got karate, you were pumped about it. But when you thought it was going to be a movie where they were doing as much karate as they did in the last one, a little let down by that. But I still really liked the movie. When karate went popping off, there was more, I would say in this one, there was more people who know karate fighting people who don't know karate.
Yeah.
Whereas in the last movie, it seemed like everybody knew karate to some extent, and our main character was the best at it.
Yeah, I don't know if I guess like the main officers knew karate. I guess like the fodder people kind of knew karate, but more so they're like just running at them, trying to stab them or punch them or something.
Yeah,
but
like it was typically like people that were really good at karate fighting people that like just wanted to beat them up in this one.
Yeah,
it's like a Jackie Chan movie.
Weren't actually that trained or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel they definitely got a lot more ambitious with the sets of the fight scenes in this one. Like there's a lot more environment and stuff in this, where the first one takes
felt like Street Fighter. You know what I mean? Like there were areas like that that you could go to instead of a slum.
Yeah, because the first movie obviously takes place in an apartment building.
Yeah.
That's
only so much you can do.
The only setting. So like there's hallway fights, there's room fights.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
In this one, there was a prison yard fight that was really good.
They were fighting and shit.
Fighting and
poop. Oh my God.
I never actually connected that was shit before. I thought it was just mud.
I'm pretty sure it was shit.
Yeah, it probably was. Just keep a big pile of shit in the middle of the yard.
Yeah, that's how I took it. If it wasn't shit, maybe that's just me being nerd shit in the dark.
Yeah, I thought it was mud.
I thought it was shit.
It might
to say?
It's worse if it's shit.
It's way worse if it's shit.
That'd be a worse set.
Yeah.
But it's really good because, there's a hit on the mafia boss's son in the one prison yard, and the way that he gets hit into his good graces is he saves his life. So he like fights the dudes off for him, but it causes like a big riot where like just everyone rushes into the field and starts fighting each other, like killing each other. Like they're straight up killing each other.
Straight up kill. There's so much
throats.
killing. Just with our last Kung Fu marathon, we went from funny, we went to just karate. Now we went to like you can kill a motherfucker with karate pretty easily. You can hit a guy's head off a toilet, dead, blood everywhere. Graphic. I don't think Brad was ready for that. Like I think when the first person got like popped, he was like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, you know, it was that kind of movie.
Yeah.
Well, when we say Kung Fu movie, most people think like Karate Kid or a Jackie Chan,
Bruce Lee movie,
Bruce Lee, like something where like people get beat up, but not like graphically
eviscerated.
Hurt. Yeah. In the first scene of this movie, a guy gets his head blown off with a shotgun. Yeah. It's not even Kung Fu,
right? Yeah. And it never, like most things that hit people in this movie, it's kind of shocking when they don't like bust their heads open or like blood is like when somebody just gets beat up, you're kind of like, whew, that's rare in these movies.
Well, in that prison yard, They cut the one guy who's like ripping a guy's jaw
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
literally like pulling his jaw
Pulling
off.
it over, yeah.
Like,
For no reason.
Yeah.
They're just like,
yeah, they're just killing each other.
yeah. And so I'm glad they kept that. There's a lot of that still in this movie from the last movie.
And there is a lot of like, I will say in this movie, there's a lot of like fighting for the narrative, but it kind of like glosses over the seriousnesses of those fights. Because like in the one prison stall scene, he like gets jumped by prisoners when he first gets into jail in a prison stall, and it's like 100 dudes that are trying to jump him.
I thought the movie, like, it was just going to start there. Like, he was going to bust out of that.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know what the plot, like, how heavy the plot was going to be. And I really just thought it was going to be him trying to be friends with this guy the whole time.
Yeah.
And it was just going to be from that bathroom stall. And we were just going to fight karate through this prison for the rest of the movie.
Right.
Which is nothing like that.
That would make sense.
Because that's what the last movie made me think. But then it was like 2 years went by. He got out. He got to go and be part of the mafia guys' life and live with his dad and shit.
Deep cover, essentially.
Deep cover, deep toot. Yeah. It was different. And the more I'm thinking about it, I like the plot of it more than the first one, for sure. But I'd still rather watch the first one.
Yeah. It is an interesting plot. I mean, it's very like spy. It's like police spy espionage.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's police work, but like there's a lot of like spy tropes. Like he rips out that wire when he first gets out of jail because his police squad like put a wire on his clothes that he was supposed to get out of jail. And he was smart enough to know to like
get that
rip it out. Don't know the background of this guy of why he's so adept at this.
Yeah.
But he's just good. I mean, he's just
you
that
accepted
dude.
it. That's the thing. Like, this movie
He's
gives
just
a
a
little
hero.
more meat to the characters' lives, for sure, but you still don't get all of it.
Right.
Which
we
is
still
fine.
don't know why
you don't
he's
need
so
it.
good at all of this. Because he was a rookie in the first movie.
Yeah.
So he's still a rookie.
I guess from the first movie, just because both him and his brother are so good at karate that you can assume, like, they didn't get their training. Like, he didn't get his training when he became a rookie. He's been doing karate.
He's been doing it for a while.
For a long time.
Yeah, he has a past.
For sure.
Is what I'm wondering.
Sure.
What's been going on
They
there.
should make a prequel to this one, maybe.
I would like it.
What I also liked about this one, what was the guy's name in the last one? Not the bear, but like what was the like villain that they fought at the end that's in this movie too, but as a different character?
Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. Yeah. So like Mad Dog in the first one was kind of like the only, I'd say, like anime-esque villain karate character.
Right.
Whereas this one, you got like 4 or 5 of those.
Where he
types
seems kind of
characters.
larger than the narrative, like larger than life.
Yes, and you
almost,
get a few of those in this one. I like that they kind of brought that
Get more,
anime
yeah.
element. You got the guy with the baseball bat. You got the guy with the fucking
the
pike,
girl,
and you got the girl with the
hammers.
The hammers.
She was my favorite. I thought her fighting style was the coolest.
She's
like,
pretty cool.
Just like the way she would use it as like a stabbing and blunt weapon.
Yeah. That was more like, to me, that was like a cool, realistic way that you can kill people off with karate and weapons. There's a guy who has a bat, and he like beats the shit up with people with this bat, and that's cool. But then there's a part where he like walks into a room and just like cracks a couple baseballs at these guys and just kills a guy with a baseball. Like,
he's just a power hitter.
Like, it's so fun, and he's just like perfect aim.
Yeah.
And then a guy like, he's like, give me my ball back to the other guy, and the other guy throws the ball like away so he can't have it. But like, this guy still just has a bat, so he just beats the shit out of him with the bat.
Yeah, I guess this is where the narrative started to get really complex, and like this, like I had to watch the movie a couple times to really understand what was going on. But basically, the son of the mafia boss is trying to betray his father, and like take over, I guess. So he's working with the main villain, who was the guy who killed Rama's brother in the beginning of the movie. And he, I think, is like a foreigner. Or I don't know if he's a foreigner or if he's just like a rival.
Hard telling.
It's hard to tell. I have to rewatch it again to figure it out or read the synopsis. But he's of like a rival gang that's trying to like push in on their turf. So he is trying to get the mafia that Rama infiltrated to go to war with the Chinese triad mafia to like weaken them both, I guess. And so to do that, he has a bunch of dudes ambush the one guy's main hitman, who is what Mad Dog,
Right.
the guy who played Mad Dog, is the character that he plays.
Right.
That whole part of the movie confused me the first time I watched it.
I mean, I bet
it's a lot of.
They
don't explain it right away of like why these scenes are happening.
No, yeah, they just kind of throw it. Yeah, that was definitely one of the ones that I was like, Braden, what is happening here and why? Because like when you get introduced to new characters, it's you just get introduced to them. It's show don't tell, but it's one of those scenarios where
feels
like
you're supposed to know who they are.
I need
but
you to
don't
tell
know
me. Yeah,
like it shows them like. I was so confused the first time I watched this movie because the way they introduce Mad Dog's new character, it looks like Mad Dog, just like he's a homeless
like a
person
beard.
now.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, it's the same actor, so
right.
I thought it was supposed to be the same guy,
Sure,
and that he lived, but then he was like good,
nice dude.
He was nice,
Yeah.
like he had a daughter and stuff. And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, they're fleshing out this guy more. Like I don't know how he survived getting his neck cut from the first movie, but then I had to look it up and figured out that he was an entirely different character.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's like
confusing.
the main hitman of the mafia guys.
Mm-hmm.
I have to remember his name, so I stopped saying the mafia dude.
Yeah.
He's like their best hitman, and he is killed by
these like generals of the other mafia.
Yeah, the anime guys.
Yeah, the
like,
anime
come around and
characters,
kill him.
and
But first, they send a wave of like 100 fodder dudes for him to fuck up. Which
they're just in a club.
I feel like
the club is empty. That was a weird.
I feel like there's a million better ways to assassinate someone than the way they went about it. But it was
it worked. They
killed
rule
of cool.
Yeah.
There's a big fight, and they wanted to give this dude a big fight in a nightclub.
And you really thought he was gonna make it, and then he just got fucking sliced up by that one guy's knives and shit.
Yeah, which they set that guy up, the knife dude with like the claw knives, is like the main one, like the best one.
Right.
But looking back, he only fights these dudes when they've already gone through like a big battle.
Yeah.
It was the same with Rama.
Yeah.
When
Rama,
they fight,
he fights the baseball guy and the hammer girl at once
at the same
on
time.
his own, and he fucking that's a cool fight. Those
just
are great
that
fights.
guy.
But yeah, he just and he's like. He got his arm fucking sliced before those fights even started, and he's like taking hits. So yeah, he's pretty Rama. It's pretty fucked up by the time he fights Knife Guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still does it. Still does it.
There's a lot of movie that happens before we get to that.
Yeah.
That point in the story.
Not as important to talk about.
It's not as important to talk about because, like I said, there's a big plot in this movie, and we don't want to like go into every.
No, we're here to talk about the karate.
Not all of it is terribly interesting. It is like basic criminal like underground movie stuff. Just like people talking about taking over other people's turf and all that, like setting up the fights essentially.
And I'd say all the fights pay off. I love it's so fast paced. It's so different than the other karate movies we've watched. The Gatling punch.
The fight scenes in particular are fast paced, I would say.
Yeah,
I don't know if this
the way
movie
they
in
film
general is.
Yeah, the movie isn't
quickly.
fast paced. The movie could probably cut off about a half hour.
It does. There are slow.
It's 2.5 hours long.
It's 2.5 hours long. That is my criticism of it.
That is a pretty long kung fu movie.
It's too long, and it doesn't need to be that long because about a good hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes of the movie is not kung fu.
I think you could shave off 30 minutes of this movie just in the dialogue scenes of like the pauses in between what people are saying.
Yeah.
There's so many times where people are just like,
yeah, just some better editing of like,
yeah.
So you can tell like they know how to edit a fight scene, but the regular talking scenes.
Like, we didn't do this a lot in the last one.
Could use some work, yeah.
Yeah, it just felt uncomfortably.
It was Gareth
long.
Edwards who made it.
Gareth Edwards, yeah. So
I think he worked. I think he worked with the Indonesians with.
He'd have to.
Yeah. Because I think it released in Indonesia, obviously.
Yeah, I'd rather watch it subtitled, but it was whatever. I got used to the voicing. I got used to the dubbing. It was fine.
I looked everywhere for the subtitled version when I first found out because I was just like, I do not like this, but I realized that that's the only version available.
What you got to do.
I don't know why that is.
And once again, we're not in it for the talking. We're in it for the fighting.
But yeah, it is just the voice acting is like anime voice acting.
It just sounds like anime voice actor.
A lot of voices don't fit the
don't match. Yeah, a lot of them don't match. We kind of made some of our own voices for some of the characters. We were having a good time with it for what it was. So Yeah, I like the first one better, but this one has some good moments.
Did you like that scene in the porn den?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
That was kind of like weird. Like it was trying to be funny.
Yeah. I mean,
Which
these
it was.
movies were always gritty, but like it's
Yeah.
just like, they get to the more seediness. There's
Yeah.
nudity.
Uh-huh.
It's a nudity alert. I mean, there's way worse things in this movie than seeing the one nude scene.
Yeah.
Which is a girl walking out
With a big old
topless
hog.
with a big strap on.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, like a guy gets his jaw ripped off by a human man's hand.
Yeah.
So there's worse things to see.
I'd like
it's
that.
not for kids.
I like that scene because like I didn't think, because it started so kind of like humorous that I didn't think it was gonna be like they're gonna kill all these porn people like right here. Like there's karate fighting after this happens, but also like people are just shooting the shit out of each other. There's a lot of guns in this movie. There were a lot of guns in the last movie, but I think there was just a moment where it showed all like the porn people standing in a row and people just fucking mutilated all of them. I was like, oh, okay, we're dead and moving on.
Yeah. There's only one. I mean, there's like a big gun scene in the first movie in the very beginning.
Yeah.
But then they all quickly run out of bullets because they're trapped in this building.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of guys coming after them. So that's where it goes into them fighting Kung Fu. So it made a lot more sense why they would be using Kung Fu in that scenario, because it's like they can't get out and they are out of bullets.
Mm-hmm.
And this one, it's more so just, I guess, I don't know what Indonesian gun laws are like, but a lot of people don't own guns. Even like the higher up gangsters don't just like have a lot of guns. Like they do, but not a ton. They rarely.
They kind of keep them hidden too. There's a lot of scenes in this movie where people are like just getting a gun.
It's almost
from
like
a
having
hidden
a gun
location.
is like a really rare thing to own.
Mm-hmm.
Like the main dude has a shotgun.
Yeah.
But like they don't have any of the gear that like you'd see and like American gangsters could get a hold of.
I mean, you could change all the scenes where they go to like assassinate people with like the generals of the other team. Like Hammer Girl could be sitting in there. She has hammers, but like she could just as easily just fucking cap that guy.
Just cap him.
These generals could all just take care of their business with
or
a gun.
they, vice versa,
baseball bat,
could pull out some guns and cap her.
Yeah, but nobody does.
But nobody does. They all fight. They have to fight in Kung Fu. I don't know if it's a law.
Or if it's the law of the Kung Fu movie.
Yeah.
Guns, just like an anime, don't do shit.
Yep. And we wouldn't have cool scenes if that wasn't the case. So you suspend your disbelief for the Kung Fu movie. But they do try and go super realistic with it in the scenes outside of the fighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it kind of when it is a fight scene, it transitions into the fantastical, where it's like, yeah, you probably
which is what you want.
Be able to do this.
Which is what you're coming into this movie for. Yeah. You want the fantastical.
He cooks a guy.
He what?
He cooks a guy at one point.
Yeah, he does cook a guy at one point.
Cooks too.
Oh,
I think
that
he
guy.
Cooks people twice.
He tries to cook. He doesn't cook the second guy as bad,
right?
Because I think the other guy like gets out of it a little quicker. But the
he
first
does the same
guy
thing
gets
to him.
fucking cooked.
Yeah,
fully like burnt. Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, like half. Yeah, Anakin Skywalker is perfect for it. Yeah.
Actually, he looked kind of like Two-Face from Dark Knight.
Yeah,
that exact like look, but worse.
Yeah, because like some corrupt cops ambush him.
Yeah,
they like try and take him out because of this like impending war that's happening between these two gangs, and he just
gets stabbed
cooks
in the
ass. Cooks him on a grill because he like runs into a shop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it felt a lot of the fights in this one felt more like, because it wasn't always the main character from the last one fighting. It was sometimes other people fighting, and it felt very like Jackie Chan Adventures fighting.
I
like
that they
people just like bobbing around and like doing kung fu in the midst of like trying to catch their footing, and I like that. Yeah. I like that.
I did like, in the first movie, there was more scenes of like independent fights. Like it was clear that the main guy was the best one, but like they had, like the sergeant had his like big fight. Like I like that like other people could hold their own still, besides just the main character. Because it doesn't make sense if I guess maybe it would make more sense if the main character was the only guy who knew a lot of good kung fu. It makes less sense if a lot of people know good kung fu.
Yeah, but at least having a couple people that know good kung fu, that's a good middle ground.
To round it out, Yeah,
I liked it. I like that. I like the other one, but I think I stick with my analogy. It's very reminiscent of one's the Mad Max Fury Road, one's the Furiosa. I like both of those movies. I like certain elements of both of those movies more. It has more of a story, but that story is not really that intricate, so I don't know. Like, it's nice to watch a movie with a story, but I did come to watch Kung Fu,
Right.
So I don't know.
And this one has some
good follow-up.
intricate storytelling. Like
Shave
I
a
said,
half
it's
hour off.
hard to follow in places.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's a good there's a full movie in here with no kung fu.
Yeah.
It's a 2.5 hour movie. There's definitely like an hour 45 of it that's no kung fu.
Brad not watching the first movie before this, I think this is not a movie that you can just jump into, because there is a lot of like what's like the beginning of the movie is just like it's as if the other movie didn't end and we're just going on.
Yeah,
like this is the
it's
next
a straight
scene.
continuation.
So I think that could confuse a person more than like this movie already kind of is. But it's fine.
Yeah,
he seemed to get it.
I'm sure he saw some things that he wasn't sure he.
We just had to
see.
explain certain things, and then we moved on.
Right, because at the end of the day, the plot is not terribly important. It's just to set up the fights.
Mm-hmm.
And the final fights.
But when it's 2.5 hours long, you do need a plot to kind of like latch to keep you interested for that long.
The main character really is that meme of like looking at like impossible odds of fighting and be like, nah, I'd win. Because he just dives straight into it when he assaults like the main.
Everything's life or death for him. So I think that's why he's just like, I have to go all out, because if I don't, I'm going to be as dead as these people that I'm killing.
Because it doesn't even seem like he has much of a plan other than just, I'm going to go there and fight and kill everyone.
Yeah.
Because I think it's like, it was right after they were trying to take him out, basically from the corrupt cops. And he's like, yeah, I have to go straight to the store. I have to just like take down this whole drug empire by myself.
Yeah.
Then, because they're just going to keep coming after me. And so he like just drives a car into their warehouse and just starts fighting people.
Yep. Does a little kung fu and then gets out and does some kung fu.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. The car's the only weapon he uses.
Yeah.
Besides his fists.
Yeah. There's times where he gets like a staff or something. Like when he saves the dude.
He uses his environment.
Yeah. It's good. It was good overall. That's what I'll say. I like the first one better.
What was your favorite fight out of these two movies, of the Raid 1 and the Raid 2?
Like altogether, what was my favorite fight?
Yeah.
So not just in the Raid 2, including Raid 1?
Not just in the Raid.
Okay. I don't know, dude. I really did enjoy him fighting the Bat and the Hammer Girl at the same time.
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome. I do still think my favorite fight is the brother and him fighting what's his face? Mad Dog in the last one.
That's the best.
That was pretty cool.
That's the best one.
That's a good fight. Yeah, I'd say that's my favorite fight overall, but a close second of him fighting those two at once, because I just thought, because it's like they're in a really tight hallway as he's fighting them at the same time, and they have a bat and hammers. So it's just like, it seems like, how's he gonna do this? And his fighting style has to become like this very close corners, but like, be careful. And he does take some hits. Like a hammer latch gets him in like the side. Like he's getting fucked up.
I mean, you have to suspend your disbelief of knowing that, like, most people would not be able to take this many hits, but at the same time, it's just, it's kung fu. Rule of kung fu, like he's a kung fu master, so he can fight through the pain.
Endurance. I mean, I feel like if you're gonna learn to fight like that, like his fighting style is so constant, like your main quality has to be endurance. Yeah. So
gotta keep it up.
I'd say of the two, the Mad Dog fight's my favorite, but that hammer fight's a close second. And that's not giving any other. There's so many good fights. Like something has to be the best.
And I liked with each fight, the fight of like the main three generals, that he used their weapons to finish them off.
Yes,
with each one of them.
Yep. Yeah.
Because he cuts the girl's throat with the claws of the hammer, which is what she did to some of her victims. He caves that dude's head in with a bat.
Yeah.
And then he cuts the guy's throat open with the claw. Like, he manages to get their weapon each time. So it's not good to fight him with a weapon.
The claw guy was fun because every time he fought, he didn't use the claws.
That was my favorite.
You'd forget that he'd have them.
Yeah.
And there'd be a whole fight. And then out of nowhere, you'd be like, right, the fucking claws.
Right. Because you could tell there's more pride of like the martial art with him, because that's the only fight where they like stop and kind of like acknowledge each other before they don't go straight to fighting. It's kind of like ceremonial almost, like they square up, and then like I think he wants to prove that he's a better fighter than him, because he's kind of like trying to laugh and stuff, and then he only pulls out the claws when he's losing, because he starts to get his ass kicked, because he's like, oh shit, this guy's actually, because they fought once
and
before.
he beat him up pretty quick.
Beat him up, but it was kind of a quick fight.
Mm-hmm.
And
he didn't expect he was going to be fighting in there either. When the main character shows up, he's just like, what the fuck's going on here?
Right, he was taken by surprise. But this is him in full-on fight mode.
Mm-hmm.
So he starts to win, and then he pulls out the claws. Gets a few good... He cuts his hamstring.
Mm-hmm.
But you think, like, oh, shit, he's done. But he manages to...
Keeps going.
Keep going and use his environment and gets one of his claws off of him and starts to, like, slice him up. That was my favorite fight just because of, like, how he takes him down. Like, you can start to see them start to slow down, but, like, it still is very calculated with his cuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then he just wins. And then, and he's kind of like, at that point, the plot just kind of goes to the end where, like, all the triad people kind of get each other killed. Yeah, that was the main fight. The main character finishes off the son of the boss, and the son of the boss kills, like, the guy that killed the brother. This sounds all over the place. Kind of is. The ending just kind of happens. Everybody just dies, and our main character gets to leave.
I did like how the main villain went out, where, like, I think he's not, the son of the boss takes him out, but he's not a very good shot.
Yeah.
And I think he blows his legs off, blows one of his feet off first.
Yeah.
And then blows off his shoulder.
Yeah.
And so, and like, it shows it, like, you see, like, his, like, whole shoulder's missing.
Yeah.
And then, he, like, walks over and shotguns him to the face. And it shows it
blows
off.
His whole face off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's squibs, obviously.
And I thought that was, like, the son, like, kind of, like, becoming good again. Not good again, but, like, he turns and starts shooting the main character after he kills the bad guy. So I was like, oh, I thought they'd be boys.
Yeah,
after
I think
this.
that was always the son's plan, is that he just wanted to take over it all.
Yeah.
And, like, he was going to betray them always because he didn't like them.
Yeah.
Anyways, and I also think they were probably going to betray him eventually anyways, too.
Oh, definitely. These people suck. But they all lose, and our guy gets to maybe go home. The movie ends kind of open-ended.
Probably not, because he killed even higher people this time.
Yeah.
So there's going to be even worse people after.
If they ever make a Raid 3, we'll be there.
Going to make a Raid 3, it's going to be the Chinese government after him or something.
Cool. I'm all about it.
It's going to have
more
to fight,
Kung Fu, please.
Fight the Chinese Communist Party.
If you make a third one, make it more like the first, but you can have some plot like the second. Overall, good movie. So that's all I got to say about it. And that's our Kung Fu special.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
What a ride it has been.
We had a good time.
Started off silly.
Got a little serious.
Got super serious.
And then got graphic as fuck. And that's what you can expect out of us sometimes with these things. We have a theme. We'll do a third one. It's been like almost 3 years since we did the first one.
There's plenty of Kung Fu movies
but we'll
out
get
there.
back around. Yeah. We kind of limited it to 3 this time before we did 4. Well, before we did 3 and then we chose to do a 4. This time we're just sticking with 3, but I think it was good. I think it was a good time.
Yeah.
Had a lot of fun.
Had a lot of fun.
Yeah. So, shitters, thanks for sticking around. This is a pretty long episode, but like I said, it's a Kung Fu special. The specials go on a little longer, so I'm glad you stuck through it with us. I hope maybe we didn't spoil too much, or we inspired you to either learn karate or go watch some more karate movies, something like that.
We didn't spoil you too much on the Raid 2, at least. I know that.
No. Like I said, the story's not that important.
No.
You're here to watch people just hurt each other. And of the 3 movies, this is the one where people got hurt the most. No doubt in my mind. All right. Well, Braden?
Chase?
You have anything to say to the shitters before we hop off?
I love you.
He loves you. I love you too. Good night.
Namaste.
Sleep tight. Do not let the shitbugs bite. We'll catch you on the next one.
Woo.